Hello and big ups to everybody out there in the Snortex. Let's get ready to do this for another day. I had to cut out earlier than I wanted to yesterday, so I want to get started a little bit early. Lot to go over, so let's just go on ahead and get started here. The first thing that I want to do, which I know this has been, seen a million times, but I want to give big ups to Bland Polecat and just show, of course, the fact that the man has been caught lying here. I won't linger on this, but of course, people are trying to get in touch with Walmart, and it says here the cancellation reason is that you can only order one. And this tweet has been, just like I say, seen like a million times. And, big ups to people who are trying to go through and, find the information and stuff. But, are we, are we, are we necessarily surprised? The answer is no. So moving on swiftly, because it's a shock to absolutely no one. Let's get into some of the stuff that we missed from yesterday. So let's get into Chipotlame, because that shit was fucking stupid. I have never seen somebody complain so much in their life.
There we go. Okay. All right, are we ready?
That's what happened. Phil doesn't read. For some reason, he seems to think that the rules don't apply to him. I don't know.
No, I've never had this yet. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be original and something different.
We're early today because there's a lot of stuff I want to get through. I wanted to show that really quick. Like I say, doesn't matter because we already knew it anyway. I want to get through Chipotlame. He was like hella beggy last night, so I want to cover that a little bit. And then some other things about last night where he did Minecraft, just some little things. And then his really, really, really sad, pathetic daily fap. But one thing at a time. And then, of course, we have to get to whatever ticket we're going to get to the circus today. So this is him. I think he got the steak quesadilla from Chipotle, I think.
Okay. Ready
and
to
then
go?
The bowl.
Here we go. What is up, everyone? DSP here, and welcome to another edition of DSP Tries It. And it's a special one today.
I don't understand what's so special about it, but
Devour.
It isn't the chewing isn't
what's so special about today's
the chewing isn't too awful on this one, and I just the way that he talks about this, I can't not like watch it again.
Today, I am trying food from a restaurant that is incredibly common, that everyone talks about, but I have never actually done on DSP Tries It before. I have had the food from this restaurant previous, but it was like 11 years ago. It was a quick video that I made when I first moved here. Today, we're actually doing it officially for the show. And I'm trying two different dishes. The first thing I'm doing is a steak quesadilla. All right. The second thing that I'm doing is the burrito bowl featuring the brand new honey chicken. Okay. It actually says on here just honey chicken, but I think it's called like honey chipotle chicken. So it's supposed to have a spice to it, but also kind of be sweet. Okay. That's what I got.
And just a heads up from someone who has already seen this. This is literally about all he tells you about the chicken. If you were looking for a good description of the chicken, it's sweet and then it's kind of spicy afterwards. Just so you know, the chicken is chickeny and the rice is ricey.
Thing about it, all right, this bowl weighs 2 to 3 times as much as the quesadillas do. But the quesadillas were more expensive. I don't know why. This was like, I think, $15 for the steak quesadillas. And the bowl itself was only like $13. So, I don't know. I guess we're going to figure this out.
You can tell this guy has like no concept of what anything costs. FYI, steak is going to cost you more than chicken.
Together. Obviously, this is not authentic Mexican food. This is a fast serve restaurant. in the United States. If you don't know what it's like almost like a conveyor belt. Like you go to Subway and you ask them to make a sandwich and they just pick the things out of the cold case. That's kind of what they do at Chipotle. But it's supposedly, from what people say, it's not that bad. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's start, I think, with the quesadilla.
And also keep in mind, he built this himself. He gets to choose what goes on it and what doesn't. So if he doesn't like it or doesn't, think that certain ingredients mesh well together, you choose what goes on this. That's literally the whole point, is you get to pick what goes on it.
Here it is. Let's put this to the side. This is the steak quesadillas.
Pope Super Commie, what's going on, honey? How you doing?
All right, so let's take a look at what it looks like. What? Are they for real? Take a look.
I also believe the quesadillas are like kids' meals, quote unquote. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't been to Chipotle in a minute.
That's
I make better stuff at home.
So small.
But I thought that these were supposed to be like a snack box or like their version of like a Happy Meal, like a smaller, food or whatever. I'm not sure.
That's incredibly small and lame. Look at how little there is. Like, it's like not even two halves. It's not even halves. It's like a quarter and a half. That's like the size of a Crunch Wraps.
A quarter and a half are now the same size, apparently.
At a Crunch Wraps a peanut Taco Bell. That's tiny. And what's in it? It just looks like melted cheese and the steak. And that's it. So they let you...
I don't know what he expected to actually be in it, because on the other side of the tray there is the sour cream, and I forget what else he got. Sour cream, pico, some other stuff.
Choose 3 things to put on the side. Well, I wanted to pick things that could go with it. So I picked what they called a red tomato salsa. All it is pico de gallo, for the record. I picked...
Who would have thought red tomatoes would have red tomatoes in there? Holy shit.
A green salsa, which is what that's supposed to be. And I picked sour cream. That doesn't look like sour cream to me. That looks pretty disgusting. I don't know.
This is one of the whiniest ones. It's me, Mario. This is one of the whiniest, bitchiest, complainiest ones. And then wait. You haven't heard anything yet. He tears this fucking thing apart. But wait till we get to the bowl, y'all. This shit is wild.
Very good, to be honest. Now the smell is pretty good. Like, for example,
steak is expensive. I don't know if he noticed.
Like this whole...
You can tell this guy has no idea how much anything costs out in the real world. You can tell that he is so fucking privileged that when he does go out shopping, he just grabs whatever he wants, doesn't even look, and just throws it in his basket, his cart, what have you, respectively. He has no idea. He doesn't understand why the steak was more expensive than the chicken. Also, I don't know where y'all live, but where I live, for a hot minute there, eggs were like fucking $6 a dozen. There was like a whole bird flu thing happening. So chicken and eggs and things like that, if you could even get them, were more expensive. So he pays no fucking attention to anything. And it's really, really sad. But think about that. Since he knows nothing about any of these prices, I mean, imagine the waste. It's probably more than we even know about, really.
Whole thing here is just tortilla. It comes right off. What the heck? Here, I'm going to eat just the tortilla.
Yeah, we do also have to keep in mind where he lives, too.
It's a tortilla. Nothing special to it. It's very chewy. All right, well, I guess we're going to try the steak quesadilla. What do we dip it in first? Let's try this green salsa. That's not green. Like, it's called green verde salsa. It's not green at all. I don't even know what color. Brown.
This is what we're concerned about.
All right, well, let's see what this
Checking Bob, what's happening, honey? How you doing? What I missed? Not much. We're watching this bullshit. Thank you, Raw Phil. We're watching this bullshit from last night. Because this is some of the complainiest shit that I've ever heard. And little Miss Priss over here does nothing but complain. This shit is like Just
very salty. Very salty.
who would have thought?
The steak does have a char flavor.
A
to
steak
it. The
flavor?
steak is definitely seasoned. It's not bland steak at all.
The steak is definitely steaky,
So
you
that's
guys.
good. In fact, here, I'll just take a piece of the steak that they've got on.
Tell people to vote. I think that's a wonderful idea. If you guys have an unhinged membership here on my channel, you will find in my posts section that there is a link for you to come and join the super secret, not secret Discord. If you're already on the Discord or if you want to hop over there and hang out, there is going to be a movie night tonight, and you guys need to vote on what genre of movie. I think it's like horror, comedy, action, and I think there's a couple of other things. So like I say, you don't have to head over to the Discord, but if you do have an unhinged membership, and usually when folks gift memberships, that's the one that you get. So if you've gotten a gifted membership from somebody super awesome and generous in the community, like I say, you can head over to the posts section here on my channel and you'll find the link where you can go. Like I say, movie night tonight, 7 p.m. Central.
There, and I'll just eat it by itself.
We need a genre, so you must vote.
The steak is overcooked, but it's not tough or too hard or chewy. It's still kind of tender, but it's definitely overcooked. Like, it's definitely brown in the middle. You know what I mean? But it's not that bad, I would say. It's okay. But, I mean, there's nothing else in here. A good quesadilla, they'll put other things in there, like maybe some green onions, some tomatoes, maybe some
Super Saiyan Lucario, I wouldn't cook either. I mean, listen to this criticism. This shit, it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good to me, but I don't know. Maybe I'm the uncultured swine here.
veggies, something like that. This is the most plain thing.
But you get to pick the sides. Number one, I hate the word veggies, so just I'm striking that from the record. But you can pick the little dipping things or the little extras. You can get extras. Again, they'll throw whatever the fuck you want in them fucking bowls. Whatever kind of shit they'll put in there. Like, you know, whatever the fuck you want. So again, if you didn't get what you wanted, this is on you. This is legitimately on you.
Thing ever. Okay? Let's try it with the sour cream.
This 220 is describing a burrito. Yeah, I don't, like I say, Miss Priss over here, like the bowl is even worse. This is some of the most retarded autistic shit I've ever just, oh my God, it gets worse.
You got to see this. Look at that. The sour cream has separated.
It hasn't
And
separated.
has become a disgusting translucent top.
You realize that it gets thinner when it's out, when it's warmer. It's easier to spread, easier to stir when it's been out for a little while. So it's been out for a little while, so to speak. It hasn't separated.
The liquid, it's so nasty.
And if you feel that it has, and if it's that concerning to you, you can always stir it a little bit.
Wow, that's nasty, man. Well, let me try it.
100% autism. This is like fucking 200%. I don't know. And I don't even mean that as an insult to anybody with autism. This is like a deeper level of something that like regular legitimate handicapped people, like they're not even this fucking bad off. Like this shit's on another level, man.
That is not good sour cream at all. No, sir. It is definitely no good at all. Like, why would you even deliver it like that? It should be in its own container. So it's contained and it doesn't melt. Open like that, it's going to melt. So that's awful.
So apparently your sour cream is supposed to come refrigerated. Phil and his dents are an insult to autism. I agree 100%.
Let's try their pico de gallo.
Psychologists will study him.
On it.
If they're not, they should be. Look at this.
Let's try that.
Oh, this is so fucking retarded.
It's just like okay. It's not great by any means. It's not terrible though.
So what a shocker. He gets another $1,500 and orders his food, and meh, it's mid at best.
The Pico is pretty old. Quite frankly, you could tell it probably wasn't made today. It's probably a day or two old.
Like, there are animals who can use utensils. Like apes and gorillas and like monkeys and shit are so intelligent that they can use utensils better than this fucking absolute ogre.
Out of these three, the best thing is the salsa.
It must be
the
terrible.
Salsa has a little bit of spice to it.
It must be terrible to go through life so perpetually disappointed. Like, everything is awful and terrible and disappointing to him.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he said that something was like 2 days old. He could tell that something was old.
But here's the problem, right? That's all you get. 2 halves, you're done. That's definitely not filling. And
I don't think it's supposed to be.
That's more expensive than this giant bowl behind me.
Yeah, who would have thought steak would be more expensive than rice and beans and chicken, which is probably what most of his bowl consists of.
Why would they charge $15+ for a quesadilla? That's time.
I made my tacos the other night, which is like a 3 or 4 hour excursion for me between cooking everything. And a lot of it is the rice and the beans and, stuff like that. Yeah, I use like a quarter worth of rice. What's a bag of rice? Fucking $2. I like to, cook my beans and have them, simmer for, a few hours and okay, what is like a cup and a half of beans? Like 40 cents? Like, no fucking shit. Yeah, the meat that you choose and maybe some other stuff is going to be the most expensive part of it. So, and again, it's steak. Coffee Boy, thanks for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. This 220 can't even describe a burrito properly, and he wanted to describe cologne. Oh, that was a whole other fucking level of stupid.
And more than half of your plate is toppings or dippings for the quesadilla. That is a complete and utter ripoff.
Well, maybe if you knew what you were doing.
Well, I'll be honest, it's not very good. Okay?
Okay.
I'm trying to be good, nice to it.
I try to be nice to it. Look at, what is he doing with this fork? What is this dainty fucking... What are you doing, my guy?
It's the first time I've ever had this place, so I'm trying to be fair, but it's not very good. Here, I'm going to take a whole fork of pico de gallo.
Okay.
Ugh. It's just not good, pico. It tastes old.
I don't know why he's fussing at it like that.
Ugh. All right.
He desperately wants to be sophisticated and worldly, but he never leaves the house. Yeah, he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
That quesadilla is a
Philip B.
massive disappointment, in my opinion. That should have been way better than it was. It's way too expensive. If it's going to be that small, like, no lie.
Yeah, remember, he got $1,500 for this.
That should be $5, right?
I don't know what fucking 1973 world you're living in where that would be $5, bro.
If it's going to be that tiny, $5. It's a snack. That's not a meal. Imagine buying that for a meal, and that's all you get, and you're eating it. You're like, dude, I'm so hungry.
Then if you're really super hungry, theoretically, you wouldn't order just that. Or you wouldn't order that to begin with. You'd get one of those big honkin' fucking burritos, or you'd get a bowl, or, whatever.
There's like nothing to that. Right?
So who would have thought the thing that wasn't meant to be a meal is too small? Somebody called it too. Somebody called it yesterday and said, watch, he gets this fucking Chipotle and complains the portion is too small. I don't know who you were, but if you're here today, you fucking nailed it.
That's ridiculous. All right, well, that's definitely a disappointment. I don't think you can even argue that that's not a disappointment.
We don't argue that you are a disappointment. I'm eating crackers. I'm sorry, bear with me.
The real reason that we ordered Chipotle today, we got the burrito bowl, this thing is huge. It's heavy as hell. I'm not kidding. There's at least a pound of food in here, if not more. There's a ton of food in here. So let's see. So here's what I got with it. The honey.
Utena, thanks for the 2, honey. He can't handle a fork. Send him a spoon. I know, that's right. Phil is still begging. Greedy Piggy, he's always going to be begging. This is the Devour Chipotlame, as I'm calling it, from last night.
Chipotle chicken, white rice, fajita veggies, black beans, the mild tomato salsa, the medium corn salsa, sour cream, and cheese. So, holy crap. Let's see what's in here.
Also, him struggling to get this fucking thing open just made me, like, I'm telling you, like, this is a manly man right here. I would feel super safe walking down the street next to this guy. He would definitely protect me if someone tried to kidnap me or steal my purse or something. This guy totally wouldn't knock me down to get out of the way.
Oh, my. Well.
Now, wait until you hear this absolute just fuckery that is the opinion of the bowl.
One thing I could certainly say, they made no effort to mix it up. They literally just said scoop, 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 lid. So I'm going to have to mix this up if I want any attempt at having flavors combined, or else I'm going to be eating a layer of cheese, a layer of sour cream, a layer of tomato, a layer of peppers, and then
he could try to steal my purse. I'd beat the fuck out of him till he cried like the bitch he is. So remember that they didn't stir up his food for him. He could put the lid right back on and give it a little shake, shake, shakerino, all his very own. And watch, he's going to mix it. Wait until you see this absolute retardation.
Chicken and then probably the rice underneath. Right? All right. First off, here's what I'm going to do. Right here, there's a piece of the chicken. It's sitting by itself. Okay? So I'm going to taste just the chicken by itself at first. Let's see how this tastes. Ready?
If you guess that the honey chicken is sweet, you are a winner.
Devour.
Well, it's way overcooked, but it is still soft and moist. It's very sweet. And then on the back end, it hits you with spice. So it has a back end burn of Chipotle. All right.
So it's sweet because it's honey, but then the Chipotle makes it kind of burny and spicy.
Here's what the bowl looks like, not mixed together. I'm going to attempt to mix the bowl up and see what it'll look like if everything's mixed. As you can see,
prepare for some of the most dented mixing. I don't know why he won't take his other fucking hand and hold the bowl in place. I'm a lefty, so he's already using the wrong arm for me for the mixing. So it's fine if he uses, because I'm in the minority here as a lefty, but why he won't hold something steady, I'm sorry, I know I'm like getting like autistic about it, but this shit makes me crazy.
Like I said, they made no effort to mix anything in this bowl at all. I see the corn salsa they just put right on top of scoop. There's the corn. Holy moly. Like, how am I going to eat this? It's going to be a messy meal. It's going to go everywhere, right? I mean, eat that thing off there. Onion was stuck.
How am I going to eat this? He says, y'all. How am I going to eat this?
This is very messy. Like, and it's heavy, so you can't, like, how do you hold it with one hand and eat it with the other? It's too heavy. You got to have it on, like, a flat
You're
surface.
a lefty. Big ups to the Southpaws out there.
Too much cheese. I didn't know they were going to put this much cheese. It's, like, way too much cheese, in my opinion. I don't even see that much
nobody
like,
ever.
There's the black.
Unless you're an unfortunate soul who is lactose intolerant. But never have I ever heard someone say there is too much cheese on insert name of food here. Unless there's too much cheese on top of my cheese, you are never going to hear my fat ass complain about that.
Beans.
I have seen the cup noodles. Oh my God.
I just found them. They're right there. This is not going to be evenly distributed in any way.
Does he not know that they layer it like that? I guess he didn't. And I mean, if you want to shake it and mix it up, like, there's nothing wrong with that. I kind of like the layers and like the little like dissected, bits and pieces of it. Too much cheese does not exist. Correct. You are correct.
I barely see any chicken.
Again, unless you're a poor soul who happens to have the lactose intolerance.
Do you guys see much chicken? I don't see that much. I see a whole hell of a lot of beans underneath.
Gonna lurk and go back to
Tons
making
of
cocaine.
beans.
Lurk away, honey. Do your thing.
Giant clumps of rice.
He ain't gonna be like live for fucking over an hour, and I'm not gonna go through anything that's like mind bending or anything.
But where the hell is the chicken?
By all means, audio style, listen away.
I'm just not seeing that much. I mean, this is gonna be filling. This is an incredible amount of food.
He is still mixing it, by the way, y'all.
But I don't know about it tasting great because there's just not a lot of chicken there. So here's what it looks like. Oops. Here's what it looks like actually mixed up.
Now it looks like somebody already fucking ate
your-
it. That shit looks foul. Now it like looks absolutely. Now it looks like someone dropped the shit and went, "Oh fuck, let me hurry up and get this bitch back in the bag."
Or honey chicken burrito bowl from Chipotle. Now the question is, how does it taste? Right?
I know tons of people who are lactose intolerant, but will risk it for cheese. That's entirely true. You're like, fuck, I'm not doing anything today. I'm not going anywhere. Fuck it. Let me eat that pizza.
Really? Cup Rose Whiskey says, Chipotle is one of the places you have to be there in person to get enough meat. If you don't, they always cheat you. Well, that's not right.
A portion of meat is 4 ounces. Okay? Just putting that out there. I'm not saying that you cannot harass the Chipotle people if you want more meat. There's nothing wrong with that. A serving of meat, a portion, is 4 ounces. That's a quarter of a pound. Really, that's not very much in the big scheme of things. It does. It looks like someone straight up just Ralphed that shit up. Looks foul.
In here. I'll tell you what it tastes like.
I'm guessing rice and beans and chicken. Thank you, Raw Phil. Wouldn't be the same without the devour noise. It just really wouldn't.
Very weird. It's sweet, but has a bunch of savory flavors too.
Also, you can pay for more, I believe. Again, it's been a hot minute since I ate Chipotle, and I go to Chipotle to get my Chipotle. I know who fucking knew. And I harass them for more chicken because I'm a fatty. But it's like, you get to choose what you want on this. I cannot stress that enough. Crazy Cat, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Cheese is a love you don't give up. You suffer on that toilet for it. I do not suffer from the lactose intolerance, but if I did, I still would.
Very sweet, I guess, because of that honey glaze on the chicken.
Aren't you astute? Very good.
Afterward. And then you get some various flavors. Like sometimes I get a veggie flavor, sometimes I get a bean flavor.
Who would have thought?
Oh man.
Who would have thought? Sometimes
veggies are
sometimes you taste the things you put in there.
Good, but they're kind of messy. Like, look, how do I get a fork without the fajita veggie dangling off of it, making a big
Sometimes you get a bean flavor. Please, someone tell me what a bean flavor is.
mess? Right? It's gonna be tough.
We need a bingo card for things like tangy, robust, and savory. I put a post out one time after I first started my channel where I actually did a tier list of the most annoying, overused words that he said. And everything food related made S tier for the most overused shit that he said.
Literal Hades says it must be cold because the cheese didn't melt. You can tell. This is an assembly line product. Literally.
Then why did you order it? Why did you seem so psyched to order it and now you're going to shit on it?
They put it on the counter. Someone said rice, scoop. Okay, what's next? Beans, scoop. What's next? Chicken, scoop. Salsas, scoop. Sour cream, cheese.
This is what you have to look forward to at 43? Absolutely not. I'll be 41 this year. This will not be my life. This is not my life.
Done.
Here's the thing. He's sitting here complaining about this like the little fucking putz that he is. He didn't have to kill the chicken, get the feathers off it, prep it, cook it. He didn't even go pick this shit up. This was delivered to his door. There are people who did not get to eat yesterday for whatever unfortunate, is circumstances. There are people who didn't get enough to eat yesterday. And he's sitting over here with this bowl of food that was presented at his doorstep that he paid for with other people's money and goes, they didn't stir it up for me. And it's kind of cold. Like, the biggest pussy in the universe award goes to this fucking cuck. I'm sorry.
And they put the lid on it. So half the ingredients wouldn't even be warm. Like, what would actually be warm in here? The chicken? That's about, yeah, there's no warmth coming off of it. It's pretty cold.
Well, you could
I
have
doubt even
picked
in
it up.
person it would be warm because it's an assembly line product. That's the whole point.
Well, dare I say, you could get it at the restaurant
They don't have
and eat
a
it.
microwave or an oven there, do they? They don't, right?
So you want them to microwave your food? You're too stupid to microwave your own food. Hopefully by next year he'll be working at Chipotle.
Like, there is some flavor to it. There's a little bit of tanginess, like a vinegar taste. It's just weird having all these flavors mixed together.
You are oh, that's a great shot. That totally doesn't look like he's sucking a dick at all. You are the one who picked this, sir. Maybe there are some things that wouldn't go well with a honey, very sweet flavored chicken. Perhaps black beans, which are fucking delicious, by the way, might not be the best choice for that. Maybe some of the things you got were not suited for that. You made these choices. Anders, thanks for being a member for 1 month. Piggy entitled? Well, I have never. Ugh, my God. Tough Tethers, thanks for the 5, honey. As a full-bred Mexican, this is offensive as all hell. Chipotle is blasphemy as it is, but everything he is doing is just wow. I really couldn't agree more. And I'm not Mexican, I'm Irish. And this is like,
King Mike.
I can't imagine how offensive it is to, anybody who would be Mexican. This is like making me upset.
He got this, and it was hard for him to find the chicken, too. Why are they so skimpy on the chicken? Like, honestly, I don't really taste.
Merle, thanks for the 2, honey. DoorDash's food proceeds to be shocked that it's cold. It's always cold. He says that every time. It's cold. It's cold.
I taste the sauce of the chicken because I'm getting some burn in my mouth, but I don't really taste chicken.
The burn in the mouth might be the herpes, but I mean,
And it's
what are you
definitely
gonna
very
do?
cold.
The bowl doesn't come with a tortilla, but you can request them. You can request hard shells or soft shells or a larger tortilla. I used to order the bowl sometimes, and I wanted little like soft tortillas, like little soft shells on the side.
And it got here within like 15 minutes of ordering, and it has a lid on it.
Yeah, but you had to waddle your fat ass downstairs and get it because you waited until the person was nowhere near your door because you probably hiss when you see people out in fucking public. You waddled your fat ass back inside. You talked to, I don't know if the ghost of Cat is there or whoever. You had to waddle your fat ass back up here, and then you had to talk for 10 minutes, and then you had to eat a steak quesadilla first. So, yeah, it's cold, bro. Harleywood, thanks for the 10, honey. As someone who used to work at Chipotle, I suppose this description isn't wrong, aside from it not being warm. The food is kept in boiling water. That's a DoorDash problem, dude. 100%.
I'll definitely say this. This is the far superior value to that quesadilla.
No shit, Sherlock.
This is cheaper than that. How is that even possible? Does that make any logical sense?
Chicken is not as expensive as steak. It's filled with ingredients that aren't necessarily super expensive. Again, beans are fairly cheap. Rice is fairly cheap, and that will be the bulk and the majority of what you get in that bowl.
The thing that's 3 times as big and has 3 times as much in it is cheaper. How are they pricing their food?
Appropriately and correctly for the ingredients that are in it. You're just so fucking retarded you don't understand how that works.
This has to be like a 100% or excuse me, 1,000% markup. There's no way that costs $15 to make. That cost.
You mean like when you charge $100 to open a pack of cards that you only paid $10 for? Yeah, it sounds like a fucking ripoff when it happens to you, doesn't it?
Costs like $2 to make. This, with all these ingredients, probably costs like $5, $6, $7 to make, and they're charging you $12, $13. That's pretty insane.
You're also the one that chooses to live where you live, and then you will subsequently, like, yeah, you'll end up paying accordingly for that. But as the one who waits says in chat, he got $1,500 for this. Got $1,500. Author, thanks for the 2. You know what's cheaper, Phil? Make it yourself. I know that's right.
The chicken is okay. When I do get a bite of it, it just tastes like cold marinated chicken. I do like the spice. I like the sauce. It's sweet, but then you get a burn on the back end. This does not taste Mexican. In no way, shape, or form does this taste like any kind of Mexican food I've ever had. It's 100% Americanized. Like nothing even close to being an authentic flavor here in this bowl.
Did you go to Chipotle for, and I'm not trying to shit on Chipotle, but did you go for authentic Mexican flavor?
Well, someone just said, Spawn Killer said, why didn't I get the burrito?
Now, I want you to notice that when he says that, he looked down as if he thinks that he, like, spilled some on himself. I didn't see him actually do that, but this is important when he answers the question of why didn't he get the burrito.
Isn't the burrito literally the same thing? Just not in a bowl, but in a wrap? How would I eat a burrito here on stream exactly? Right? Wouldn't that have gone everywhere? So I said, oh, I'll just get the bowl.
As he just checked down the front of his shirt and in his lap because he thought he dropped food.
Right? Well, there you go.
Angry Bites. We're back to Angry Bites, too.
Let me ask the audience, okay? For those of you who've had Chipotle before, did you ever get it warm?
Yes.
Like if I were to get this in the store, would it have actually been warm?
Yes.
Because it's just a cold bowl of food to me.
Well, when you mix up things like cold cheese and cold sour cream, maybe you shouldn't have mixed it up. Fucking asshole.
But nothing particularly tastes great. Nothing particularly tastes bad either. But like someone says, like a cafeteria. That's what it feels like. It feels like you went to the cafeteria and they just said, scoop, scoop, scoop on your plate. Here you go. Right? Doesn't feel like anything's prepared or anything nicely. No.
You sure are eating a lot of it for not liking it very much. You sure are shoveling it in your fat fucking face. Oh, the Angry Bites are fucking creepy when those eyes like bug out of his fucking skull and shit.
Oh, no. There's no guacamole. It's not an option to add guacamole to this bowl. They have it as saying, oh, it's an add-on. Guess how much it costs? $4 to add guacamole to your bowl.
You realize avocados are expensive.
So I said, no, thank you. No, thanks. $4 to add 1 scoop of guacamole to my
Well, you know, they're not going to add boiling guacamole, so you wouldn't like it anyway.
bowl. I think I'll pass on the guacamole. That's ridiculous. So that's why there's no guacamole in here. It's passable for like a lunch.
He like bites the fork.
Quick to eat, but customized to your tastes. And you go, I want that, scoop it in, and you just sit down and eat, and you're out of there. And you're getting.
That's what every meal is. You scoop it on your fucking plate and you sit down and eat it, retard. Whether I make spaghetti or I do a meatloaf or I do fried chicken or whatever it is I do, yeah, you plop it on the plate and you sit down and you eat it, you tard. What is wrong with you?
A ton of food, then I would say this is worth it. But it's not great by any means.
Then don't eat it. Then don't eat it, pussy. Go downstairs and make a PB&J.
Is there even any chicken left in here? I got like no chicken. Seriously. There's like no chicken in here at all. Look, there's like a few tiny pieces. Can I please get here? I got 2 pieces on the same fork. Maybe I'll taste it. I actually tasted it that time. What a rip. Seriously. The chicken is
Boy, I guess it's a good thing you didn't pay for it, huh?
is supposed to be the main ingredient, the main event. It's like the least put ingredient in this bowl. Caterade, thank you for a $10 super sticker. I appreciate that, Caterade. So what's everyone's experience? Has anyone else had this and liked it? Do you think this is worse or better than what you would get at your local Chipotle? Because it's my first time having it. What do you guys think?
I think you're a whiny, pretentious little bitch.
It looks terrible.
Who eats like this, mixes everything together and just shovels it in. This is disgusting. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Like I say, this is one of the worst ones, not only for like the way the food looks and everything, but like the level of complaining is just really quite something. Orphan of Costco, thanks for the 2, honey. I appreciate you. I feel my brain melting. Phil is not human.
You like it with chips. So like tortilla chips you put in there?
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't say everything was soggy.
Well, I paid for my lame quesadilla, so I'm going to have some more of the lame quesadilla. It really is lame.
Then don't eat it.
Devour, devour.
I'll take it back. The steak is overdone and way chewy. I just didn't have enough steak in that first half. Now I'm getting more steak. It's too overdone. They way like overdid it. It's hard, rubbery meat.
But I'm still going to keep eating it. He does this every time he eats something too. He takes something and then he eats it and then shakes his head, but then takes another bite of it.
Lame.
Well, you are what you eat, sir.
Oh,
Okay.
and I got one of the harder parts too.
I'm sorry. Can we get that one more time?
Chipotle, because it's my first time having it.
Deuce Falco, thanks for the 10 gifted, honey. I appreciate your generosity.
What do you guys think? It looks terrible.
Has he ever not whined during one of these videos? No, absolutely not. There's always something wrong.
You like it with chips. So like tortilla chips you put in there?
Make sure if you got a gifted membership, make sure to say thank you. And you can now, if you want to, swing by the super secret Discord. And if you are in the Discord, again, make sure you vote on what movie is going to be watched tonight.
Well, I paid for my lame quesadilla, so I'm going to have some meat.
I got to watch him chew like that again. Mother Freya, thank you for the 5. Hello from Truth Seekers. Well, hello. Big ups. I appreciate you. Crazy Cat, thank you for the $20 super chat. Is Dave seriously telling me when he makes burritos at home, even if that was a long time ago with Panda, he mixes everything together before putting it in a tortilla or shell? I haven't been this angry in a while. I don't mean to make everybody angry. I didn't mean it.
Lame.
Raven Corax, thanks for the 2, honey. Those are the same grunts Cat hears in the bedroom.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it gets
and I got
weird
one of the
right
harder
here.
parts too.
There we go. Oh, there's a nice face. Oh yeah.
What the heck, man?
Where's the movie vote?
Yeah,
It
I'm gonna
should
try to get
be
some
in the talking shit about DSP one.
salsa?
I think I pinned it in there. It's terrible. I don't remember. And I was in there this morning too.
Ugh. It's just not good. It's so bad. Even if there were chicken or something else, it just sucks.
I'm angry at the man child, not you. It's very, it is kind of, rage inducing. I get it.
Really?
That's his oath.
Lady Charisma says if you
Y'all are
want enough
nasty.
meat, you have to go to your store and film them making your bowl. My local store is better than what you got, but Chipotle is normally my go-to cheat meal.
You don't have to
So I might have a
film
bias
them
for it.
making the bowl, Karen. You can just
I don't
ask
feel like I
for
should have
another
to
scoop of
film
meat.
them doing their job for them to do their job right.
It doesn't have to
Seriously.
be that fucking serious. Jesus Christ. I don't know. He sure is chowing down. He's shaking
So
his head
weird.
again.
Look at this. That piece of steak is pink. So that piece of steak is good. But the other steak was too chewy. So they didn't even cook the steak evenly. Some
So each piece of steak is different, just so you know.
steak pieces are more juicy and others are way overdone and rubbery. Zero consistency. Zero. Wow.
Who would have thought things might be cut into different sized pieces? Mother Fria, thanks for the 5 again. She stream snipes so you don't have to. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but trust me, that's definitely because I'm stupid and don't get it. I apologize, though. But I appreciate your generosity.
Well, I'm going to finish this and have a couple more forks of the bowl, and then I'm going to give you guys my ratings. Don't expect too much.
Oh, honey, we can't possibly expect any less from you. Our expectations of you couldn't get lower. Yeah, for hating it, he gobbled up every fucking bite of it, didn't he? I think there's something wrong with his teeth because everything is always like too chewy.
Wow. Well. That quesadilla is a 1 out of 5. It's that
Then why wouldn't you eat the bowl that you didn't really like, but I think you liked slightly better? Why would you go back and eat the thing you don't like?
bad. It's a lame-ass quesadilla, inconsistent amount of meat, inconsistent cook on the meat, barely any flavor in the quesadilla itself, 3 dipping sides that are bigger in the container than the actual quesadilla. How stupid is that? What it should be is a bigger quesadilla cut into fourths, not halves.
Oh, that is Nostalgia Critic, isn't it? Wow. I haven't seen one of
And they should
those
give
in a
you less
minute.
dipping sauces.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Then it would be worth more. You think that's worth $15? Are you insane?
Well, I don't think it's necessarily worth $15, but I don't think you're worth $1,500 to do this. But really, what I think, I'm just some asshole on the internet, so what I think's really inconsequential. It's money that comes out of, it's money that you ripped off from people, so.
Whoever is pricing at Chipotle, you're nuts. That is worth at most $3 for what I
But you're the fucking retard who paid for it, so they got you.
just ate.
They got you.
Okay, now,
Suckers born every minute, aren't they?
a few more forks of the burrito bowl, and then I'll rate this. Let me see if I can possibly get any more chicken, because there's so little, I can't even see the chicken.
Spoilers, I think he gives it a 2 out of 5 or a 2.5 out of 5. He shits on both these fucking things.
Wow. You know what's funny? I pretty much
Not
got no
you.
sour cream, because the sour cream was confined to this bottom corner, and I tried to mix it up, but I didn't do a good job. So I got like no sour cream in any bite so far.
Didn't you say you didn't like the sour cream on the quesadilla? You said it tasted like ass. I think I'm adding a few words there, but you didn't like it. So why would you want sour cream all over the whole thing if you didn't like it?
Wow.
He always looks confused. I've never seen someone look so confused. He's been eating for over 40 years. It's rice and beans and some peppers and onions, presumably, and some chicken and a few other things in a bowl, and he looks confused. By the time you're 40, you haven't had rice, beans, chicken, some peppers, some onions, some cheese, and some sour cream. Look at him. I can't tell if he just like let loose a wet fart or if he's confused. Like, durr.
Why wouldn't they mix the bowl?
Why wouldn't you mix the bowl? I mean, he eventually did, but why wouldn't you do it?
It actually baffles me.
Do they have to put your bib on too? Chew it up and spit it in your mouth? You pathetic piece of shit.
They put all your ingredients into something, they shake it so it's mixed, then they put it in the bowl.
You know, you could have taken the lid off and went, oh my, I don't like this, and put the lid right back down and given it a shake-a-rooney. You actually could have done that. I vote wet fart. I think I do too.
Scoop, scoop, scoop. Well, I know the answer because it's easy. No work. A monkey could do it. Scoop, 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 scoop. No.
Well, I don't know. I just tried to watch a monkey mix his own bowl. Didn't go very well for him.
Intelligent thought in the head, right? They should mix the bowl. Then at least the flavors would be evenly distributed.
G-Flav, I appreciate you, honey. Thank you. I try. He'd love it if they spit it in his mouth. Don't threaten him with a good time.
It's just okay. When I get a bite of the chicken, it's better. When I get a bite without the chicken, it's tangy.
Oh, we got a tangy. Did we hit bingo? Was that bingo?
Likely because maybe some of the fajita veggies, I don't know. Or maybe the salsas, because there were two salsas. There was a corn salsa and the tomato salsa, which is just pico.
Yeah, if it's so easy, then why are you complaining about it?
It's hard to mix because if you try to mix it, you're going to get it. It's going to go all out of the bowl. So you're going to make a giant mess, which you don't want to do if you bought the bowl.
Well, again, you're the one who put all those things in the bowl. When you put 85 things in the bowl, it's going to be a little bit hard to mix up. If you would have stifled yourself and had some amount of self-control, there wouldn't have been so much in there. But then you would have complained about getting ripped off. So
we probably didn't want the mess of a burrito.
Who has ever in the history of man called Mexican food tangy?
The one thing that is what we're really tasting is the chicken. The chicken is not bad. Has a little bit of a flavor to it, like a char flavor to it.
Mixing it was easy, but he was mad he had to do it.
And then it gets spicy after, like an after heat. But the problem is there's so little of it, I can't really taste it with every bite. It's like every fourth bite, I get a piece of chicken. I'm like, oh, that's good.
But if your whole point of this was to review the chicken, why did you put 75 different fucking things in the bowl? If you wanted to legitimately review the chicken, why would you add all that bullshit and then stir it together? Once more, you have cucked yourself, retard.
And everything else is like filler, 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 filler. Well, it's disappointing, folks. It really is.
I know you are. You're disappointing every fucking day. You're just a disappointment to the world. The fact that you waste other people's valuable oxygen pisses me off inside.
11 years. In the 11 years I lived here, I only ate Chipotle like the first week I moved here. Maybe I should have stayed away. The only reason I can see someone eating this is because you don't want greasy, fried fast food. And you want something fast at lunch, so you just go there and say, give me that, and they go, and then you just eat it quick for your lunch, you're out of there. I wouldn't actively choose. If there's something better next door, I would get it. I wouldn't eat this. I wouldn't choose to eat this if I had a choice.
You don't have to get rice. You don't have to get beans. You don't have to get a big bunch of vegetables. Again, if the point was for the chicken.
No lie. The quesadilla is a 1. The honey Chipotle chicken burrito bowl is a 2 out of 5.
We're done with this. We're done with this. Penitenson, thank you for being a member for 2 months. Chipotle, not greasy fat. He's so fucking stupid. But yeah, right. Chipotle, not greasy fast food. So we're done with that because he's fucking sad and pathetic. So I want to jump to after this. That was the end of his daytime stream. So what I want to do is
everyone.
give
Phil
me 1
here.
second here because I can't get my shit together, which is about
Thank you.
par
33
for
gold.
my course. Excuse me. I want to jump into the Minecraft stream that he did afterwards, after he came back from his break from his hard work. It really doesn't matter. So after making people wait another 53 minutes before he decides to show up, this is his little pre-stream segment before he started Minecraft.
To Minecraft Chill. And hopefully this Minecraft Chill stream goes.
This is after, and the reason why I want to talk about this is we have the bland polecat tweet. Hold please. Here, I will post. I did this at the very, very beginning. If you haven't seen it, which I think everybody has, and big ups to Bland Polecat over there on X, Twitter, whatever you call it. I guess there will be a video coming at some point. You can see they're circled in red. They were inquiring, about why the order was canceled, and I can see the cancellation reason is due to you can only order one. You can only order one item. That is why it was canceled. So, in case you haven't seen it, which, like I say, I think at this point, again, you heard it here last, as you usually do. So, it was on Truth Seekers. Okay. Then that was streamed last night. So if you haven't seen that, then head over to Truth Seekers and check that out. This stream was pre-COVID levels of begging. I want to get into all the begs. I have some of the timestamps here for the begs, but what I think is interesting is in this, he was so heated about my identity was stolen, blah, blah, like a fucking loser. But during this little pre-stream here, he doesn't mention it at all. And it's we're going to go to, there we go.
It's better than last because last time it all fell apart.
And I know sometimes when he made such a big fucking fuss about it, but I know sometimes when he then proceeds to not bring it up, because this all came out in between his little break from the time he ate the Chipotlame until he came back and did this.
I made miscalculation after miscalculation, not understanding the changes.
And he comes back for the nighttime stream and won't address it at all. To me, that's just weird.
The last time that I played 5 years ago, it did not go well. Let's put it that way. Tonight, I'd like to recover from that somewhat, if possible. So let's see how we do tonight. Definitely going to have to start with some heavy resource gathering. Like, first thing, I need food because I don't have any. So I'm going to definitely need food.
Well, he got tagged in the tweet, and then a lot of people were tagging, and I think he saw it. And usually, so at that point, once you realize that you're busted, once you realize that you've been caught, you can either do one of two things. You can double down and get real defensive and be an asshole, or you can cower away with your tail between your legs and just choose not to acknowledge it. And right here, he basically chooses not to acknowledge
I'll probably be fishing to do that because it's probably the easiest way to do it because I don't have a farm yet. Then basic resource gathering at another cave that I found. And after that, we'll just see where the evening takes us. Okay.
He knows he fucked up. He
What
knows
is up,
it's
Michael?
him.
How are you tonight? Snow Carly, yes, no problem. Good evening, Itsy. No Super Vibes, what's up? How's everyone? How's everyone going? How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? That's what I meant to say. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you guys are excited for a chill interactive stream of Minecraft tonight. Originally it was supposed to be yesterday, but I rescheduled it because you guys really wanted more Oblivion Remaster, so we did that. Don't mine at night. Well, I'm going to go into the mine and grab the basic stuff and not go too deep in. I'm just not going to because I don't want to get killed, and I feel like I'm going to get killed if I go too deep into this mine.
You would think that he would double down. He does mention it very briefly in the daily
Well, it
fap.
looks like Snow Carly has resubbed, so that's
We may or may not get there. Anyway, we don't have to necessarily go through all of this. It's just there's this little pre-stream section right here. But I did just find it a little bit curious that he didn't bring it up. I think someone said something to him at one point and he was like, I already talked about that earlier. I'm not talking about it again. And the way he just glanced past it so quickly was just weird to me. So anyway, give me 1 second here. I got to get to my notes where I can get to all of my timestamps here. Bear with me, please. I do apologize.
Classic Minecraft music.
So, yeah, there were some pretty hardcore levels of begging here, and some funny things that happened.
Spiders. Crawlies.
And I also want to be clear that his hand was held through this entire fucking stream. Half the time when I was pausing it to get like timestamps and stuff, it was, where do I go? Oh, what is this? It was like question after question after question, having no idea what the fuck, he was doing. Bland did really good investigating. I couldn't agree more. And he had to have known somebody was going to do that.
There we go.
I mean, he really had to know, right?
Very nice.
That one or more people was just not going to fucking let that slide. I don't know why he seems to think that he can do this.
Kickin' Daddy has gifted a sub over on Kick. Thank you, Kickin' Daddy. I appreciate that. So far, we had three different people gifted a sub on Kick tonight.
Oh yeah, it was at like 7:25. He dodges the Switch conversation completely. Someone said something and he blew him off, but that's like really neither here nor there. And a little bit more before that, he wanted one of each kind of support before he even started the game, and he wanted like the memberships and subs and everything, and didn't get it and had to start the game anyway. But he was trying to withhold actually playing the game. He confirmed the bank leaks. Yeah, yesterday he said, people have been fucking with me forever and I had to like get different bank accounts. I forget how exactly he worded it, but he did essentially confirm bank leaks.
Each gifted one, thank you. That gets us up to $51 of support. We're 30.
Because when he gets riled up and huffy and puffy like that, he doesn't realize what the fuck he's saying. So it just all kind of comes tumbling out because he can't remember his lies.
Sure would be great if we get some more subs on Kick. Like I said, this week has been a very slow week for Kick support for some bizarre reason.
So yeah, we got a Kick beg here, which I thought was pretty funny, given what happened with the casino and everything.
Why, but it has been. So it would be great to get more support.
So he mentions that about Kick, and then he does kind of fuck off and play the game for a little while, which I was pretty surprised about, to be honest with you. He does kind of, I might have missed like I
really wish I had stuff to
a short
lure this pig
bag
to my
here
farm,
and there,
but I don't.
But around his midstream bag, as usually happens, it starts to get pretty intense
there we
here.
Go. Guy, time flies when you're playing Minecraft, does it not? I've been playing for over an hour. It doesn't even feel like it. Feels like I played for like 20 minutes. All right. Thanks for watching Minecraft, everyone. Hope you're enjoying this chill resource stream.
So here's our midstream. Yeah, all he's done is like fish and just fucking putter around.
We're coming. All right. And good opportunity for me to just get up and stretch a little bit.
Good opportunity to beg, too.
So, guys, how are we doing? $56. But we have an hour left on stream. Please, let's hit the goal. We have 4 straight streams.
He limped the fucking goal, by the way, and it was one of those nights where we're at $56. Oh, I got $2. We're at $58. Oh, I got $3.
We hit our support goals. And Minecraft has done well on these streams. I want to continue that momentum, obviously. Like I said, for $20, someone can name one of my creatures. We have one name tag.
Yeah, there is the newest scam. For $20, you can name a creature. Don't know where the fuck that came from, but I haven't watched a lot of his gameplay stuff because it's frankly not very interesting. But yep, that is that's the newest little gig there.
So we could do that. Once I figure out how to craft more name tags.
Hill Dragon, what's happening, honey? How you doing? I appreciate compliment.
Right.
Thank you.
I already made the offer for 20 gifted subs on Kick. You can get both the VIP and the OG badges.
So he's begging for subs again on Kick. So the 20 badge or the 20 membership thing is back.
For yourself or gift them to someone. All right. So please, this week has been very slow for support on Kick.
So remember that at about 8:30-ish, he offers the badges. Just want to make that clear.
To get a nice big blast of support tonight on Kick, it would help a lot.
So we're gonna move along. About 10-ish minutes or so.
Water system for farming. I don't. I really don't.
Yep, this is the same thing as Pokemon. $20 to name a Pokemon. He did hit $300
Guys,
last
let's get some
night.
support right now. Come on. It's been an hour since we had any support on the stream.
That's not true. 10 minutes ago, he got a sub on Kick. So that's not true at all.
And we've got about 45 minutes left. Let's get some support. Let's get to the goal right now so we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the night. I won't have to open my mouth about it again.
Except when he gets to the goal and he hits 150, he begs for the 300. So that's a lie.
We'll just be able to chill in Minecraft for the rest of the night. All right? Who's going to do? Who's going to give some subs? Of which we had almost none this week. Who's going to do a nice big super chat, a delicious tip? Let's get some support for Minecraft Chill
A super chat or a delicious tip.
tonight. Let's hit that goal. Now, what am I doing with this water? There was water right there. Why you keep change user? Just did a $10 super sticker. Thank you. Why you keep change user? I actually think that's the biggest one of the night. It is. Let's get that on the leaderboard.
I think he made 313. I think it was 313 he left off at.
So now we're up to 66 bucks of support. Come on, guys. Let's keep it rolling towards our goal.
So yeah, I guess thanks for your 10 bucks. And that was over real quick. And come on, we need more. Right.
Okay. What are we doing with the water? Don't we want to start building?
Okay, so the next one I have here at 8:51 is weird. He randomly calls out, "It's a me, Ken," and just does this weird ass kissing.
3 blocks away. Okay. So here we go.
It's very weird. I might not have enough context, but this is only I only moved ahead about 3 minutes.
So that'll keep the ground wet and grow the wheat for us, hopefully. Now, in the meantime, let's see what that wheat that we have. Where's the wheat? Oh, we have to break these into.
Yeah, oh, wait, just, my story gets better. Just wait.
Wheat, do we not? I forget how you do that. How do you do that?
It's a MIOIC.
Oh.
Yep. So he's just playing the game. Nothing's going on.
Okay. What I want to do is I want to lure more animals over here. Do I have seeds?
I tried to look to see if that "It's a me, Ken" was in the kick chat. I didn't see them.
Shit. We'll have to grab some seeds for the chickens, and we'll have to grab anything else that we need to lure them over.
I know
What is it for the pig?
I know it's coming.
Dark Empath, good evening. How you doing? How about you do a backflip on stream? I cannot do a backflip. When I was younger and I would have been able to do it, I was too fat. Now I'm skinny enough I could probably do it, but I'm going to break my back, so I can't do a backflip.
You couldn't do one
Sorry.
push-up, bro. You tried to half fuck the floor.
I would like to say if It's a Me Ken is still here, I want to personally thank It's a Me Ken because It's a Me Ken was insanely generous during my birthday week. It was a stream before my birthday, and then my birthday stream gifted an insane amount of subs. So thank
I don't know where that came from. I guess maybe he popped in the chat for a minute, but didn't give anything. I don't know. I don't understand where that came from. Just wanted to do a random shout out to It's a Me Ken because 2.5 weeks ago he gave me a big fucking bunch of money. I don't know. I thought it was weird. This random Ken ass kissing right there. But again, like I say, I was hopping around a little bit, so maybe I missed something. It doesn't matter.
I should build a dock and a wood fence around the river, and then I'll have a place to fish that's safe.
So remember about 25 minutes ago, hey, if you guys gift me 20 subs, members, whatever the fuck they are over on Kick, I'll give you the badges. Remember, he made that offer at about 8:30.
I think that might be what I want to do.
So
Cody Carls just did a $5 super chat. Says, I remember the day you said Minecraft was for kids. Now you're 43 playing it. You sure came a long way, Phil. I love your content. Yeah, I was stupid. I was very ignorant back in the day. I would just talk out of my ass just to try to
hey, what's
get a
going on,
rise
honey?
or just
Oh,
be
I'm feeling
dumb,
much better. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Minecraft is very chill fun, especially once you figure it out, right?
You haven't figured it out yet, sir. Trust me.
Let's see.
So he counts his $5 super chat and then randomly out of nowhere appears to get very frustrated.
Well, no one is taking me up on my offers on Kick, so I rescind the offers. Forget it. We'll not do the offers anymore. If no one wants them, I give up on them. No
So he offered it at 8:30. 25 minutes later, he gets huffy and pissy out of fucking nowhere and just takes it back, rescinds it and takes it back. I don't understand why. And so then about 10 or so minutes go by.
It's a me, Mark Huda has gifted a sub. It went to Lex 23rd SD199. What a name. Thank you. It's a me, Mark Huda, for the gifted sub.
Oh, he totally fucking hates
Now we're up to
Minecraft.
76, so we're more than halfway to the goal. While I fish. Let's see.
So remember, he offered it about a half an hour ago, and about 10 minutes ago, he took it away. He took away the offer.
People weren't taking me up on the offers, so I removed them.
Yep. people weren't taking me up on the offer, so I removed them.
That's right. I've had a 100% support rate so far for Minecraft, and I've done, what, 3-4 streams of it? You're absolutely right. I could put torches on top of the fence, except I don't have torches. So I have to get torches. I have to bring wood for
I have never owned a sandwich shop.
Being pre-done chests. Zangief just gifted a sub over on Kick. Thank you very much, Zangief, for that. Now we're up to $81 in climbing.
Yeah, this is one of those nights where every time you got $1, he lets you know about it. Ugh, so frustrating and annoying.
Oh yeah, Papa Bear, I wasn't done. I got up to stretch. I'm going till 9:30, so another half an hour. Thank you guys for the Kick support. Like I said, it's been very, very slow this week for whatever reason. First week in a while, it's been slow on Kick.
So once again, reminder that that everything has been slow. At a couple points here, he also says that he has lost over 100 members on Kick in a hint kind of way.
I don't want to get sick from the pufferfish. How dare you? Oh, I did it too early. Shit, I wasn't looking.
We have to vote for new emotes too, because I think I unlocked new emote slots. So we'll have to vote on new emotes for the channel.
What the hell just happened? It blew up. It did nothing. It didn't hurt me. You saw that, right? So apparently one of them got to me, but it didn't hurt. Huh. I guess the fence protected me from the creeper.
So I would skip ahead, but literally my next timestamp is 9:06.
Well, that's good.
Remember, about 10 minutes ago, he took the offer away for the badges. Just, again, want to make that clear. Offered it, took it away 20 minutes later, and that was 10 minutes ago. So not even an hour in.
I'm happy we finally got to do this after like 8 to 10 hours of gameplay. We're finally doing one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft, fish. I really like fishing in Minecraft. I enjoy it a lot. Look at these assholes. Swim, bitches. Can't get in here. That's what I built the fence for, stupid.
And he did get quite a few subs on Kick,
All
too.
right, how about this? For 10 subs on Kick tonight, that's a mere $50, you get the VIP badge.
So now apparently subs are back on the table. But he's passing the savings on to you, like wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. So passing the savings on to you for a mere $50, because everyone has $50 to just, give a random streamer on the internet. You will get a badge.
For 20 subs on Kick tonight, you can get the OG badge. For 20 subs, you get both. How about that? So that way I reduced it a little bit, make it a little bit more tasty for those who can't afford the 20 subs. Maybe
for those of you fucking brokies who can't afford the 20 subs that I took away 10 minutes ago.
Someone will take me up on that because I really want to hit the goal tonight. I want to keep this momentum going. What did I just get? Oh, nothing special. I thought it was something special. It wasn't. It's a different kind of fish, I think. Zangief just did a bunch of subs, but I can't see how many yet. We have to wait for them to hit on Kick. The pop-ups are starting, but I can't see how many they were.
So, after it goes down to 10, somebody gifts him this Zangief, whatever the fuck this, cuck's name is, gifts him the 10. Also, another important thing to keep in mind. Badges came back on the table for 10, so he got 10 subs, members, whatever the fuck they are.
Zangief did the 10. Zangief 10.
Applauds himself.
Subs on Kick. We finally got some Kick momentum. Jeez. Thank you, Zangief. All right. So. $50 of support with that. Propels us all the way up to 131. That's what I'm talking about.
Can't update the leaderboard fast enough. Get so super excited.
Thank you so much, Zangief.
And then, now that he got $50,
Ba-doom.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming next now that he's counted the money.
Now we're only got $19 to go to hit our goal for the night.
But I need $20 more.
We are right there in prime position for maximum support. Yeah. There we go. Who got those? Some people have been waiting for to get this subs. Because, by the way, I mentioned this.
Oh, yeah, here we go. You guys, people have been waiting for their gifted subs on Kick. Here we go. Listen to this. Don't you feel sorry for the people over on Kick? Here, check it out.
This week, because we've had very slow sub support on Kick. I lost like 100 subs on Kick. So there's a bunch of people on Kick who used to have subs who don't have them anymore. And they're very upset.
The people who won't bother paying for a sub are upset that they don't have their subs anymore. So come on, you guys, pick up other people's slack because they don't find getting a sub worth it. Don't ruin it, Morel. I know the Argentinian bomb is incoming.
They're very upset. The regulars, they don't have their sub crown.
You've ruined my money shot. That was the piece de resistance.
Oh, come on. It stopped raining. Well, I can't leave now. We got to wait for morning. Oh,
Zangief better not be fucking Cucky Koala. That loser better have moved the fuck on. How many times do you need to be publicly fucking humiliated?
Dude, there's a million enemies below me right there. They're pretty pissed that I built this dock.
Again, I would skip, but we're to my next timestamp. Because if you notice, there was something he didn't do.
All right.
Counted his money, updated his leaderboard.
Oops.
Zangief is 100% Cucky Koala. Then the fool deserves his incoming fucking bankruptcy then.
Nothing rare yet. That sucks because we had the water going, or the rain going, and I didn't get any rare items. Okay, that's right. Zangief gets the VIP. Let me give it to him now. Thanks for telling me. I totally forgot. I'm being stupid. Zangief, let's...
Totally forgot to give what I was offering. What I offered, took away, and then offered back real quick. The one thing he should have done for getting the gifted subs. Counted his money, let you know he needed $20 more. And this miserable tub of fuck went right back to the gameplay.
Let's get that for you.
Only
Zangief, you
ghost
do
type,
want
what's
for yourself
happening,
a
honey?
VIP badge, correct?
Needed reminded. Yep, totally fucking forgot.
Rolls. Here it is, rolls.
Totally forgot to give somebody something that costs him nothing to give.
Okay.
I believe we get another bag here too.
Here it is. All right, VIP badge has been gifted. Enjoy. Very nice.
Yeah, enjoy a badge next to your name for 50 fucking bucks.
Okay. Very nice, thank you. Now only 19 bucks to go to hit that goal. We've got 20 plus minutes to go here.
And then throws in his bag there. So now we go to the fake or not. We can speculate till the cows come home.
Right. That's baloney.
The 50 gifted.
Dude, there's a lot of zombies here. What's going on?
From VOD44. Now, he sees it. You know he sees it. Then there are streamers like Duty who mod everybody for free. Right. Or if they have channel memberships, they're like $1 or $2 or something like that, where you can get a little badge next to your name for $2.
Good they die. Stupid zombie me, I didn't even want it, but I'll take it, I guess. A little experience here. Let me grab that. Okay. So what I need to do... Whoa! So the giant member bomb just hit YouTube, but I
So here we go.
don't know if it's real or not.
I don't know if it's real or not. No, thank you. Just, I don't know if it's real or not.
This is the problem. On Kick, everything on Kick is legit. Every contribution on Kick is completely legit. There's no way to do a fake contribution on Kick, right? On YouTube, I literally
Making people pay for sub badges is against the TOS, by the way. Oh, on Kick, you mean?
don't know if this is real or not. So someone named VOD44 just gifted 50 memberships on YouTube, okay? Now, I don't know who VOD44 is. Is it a regular? It says they just got a crown. Let's go to the...
You shouldn't have any objection to Argentinian memberships. You say, thank you. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you. Whether it's 2 cents or a quarter or
channel.
whatever.
Channel made November 5th, 2013.
So he checks immediately to see when the channel was made,
No content.
but there's no content on the channel. I don't know why there needs to... A lot of people have YouTube channels that don't necessarily have content on them. Not everybody on YouTube is a content creator.
Zero content on the channel.
That doesn't
So is it
mean
real or
anything.
not? And this is what sucks. If that's real, okay, that's seriously a ton of cash. That's $150, right?
Right.
If it's not, it's like 10 cents.
So if it's 10 cents, fuck you. I'm not going to bother saying thank you. But if it's 150, then it's worth my time. We've stopped the gameplay completely, by the way.
So how do I know if it's real or not?
You don't. You say thank you, you greedy fuck. You say thank you. And you take away that bullshit scrolling off the top of your screen, and you say thank you.
Right, like, well, whoever's getting them, I hope you guys enjoy. At least it's not an offensive name. At least it's not an obvious troll.
For some reason, something weird happens right there, and I don't know what it is. It's like something taps him on his ass and says, maybe you should say thank you and tell everyone to enjoy their gifted membership, to which they get nothing for, by the way. They get nothing for their membership. There's no polls that they get to vote in. There's no certain things that they get to do. There's no like activity. They get nothing for their membership.
Yeah, it was 50 memberships on YouTube. 50 membership bomb just dropped. So there's going to be 50 names popping up over there. Okay? Vod, are you good? Vod is talking in chat and he's saying that's a lot of money to say he's not real. Vod, understand? It's not you. Please don't take it personally. These trolls have been so nasty to me, and particularly now this week, they're really trying to mess with me, so I wouldn't be shocked if it was a troll thing. But, all right, I'll take your word for it. All right, 50 gifted memberships on YouTube tonight from Vod44.
So the guy actually goes in the chat.
Particularly now this week, they're really trying to mess with me, so I wouldn't be shocked if it was a troll thing. But, all right, cash, that's $150, right? If it's not, it's like 10 cents.
Again, I don't necessarily know.
So how do I know if it's real or not?
There's no movie night? Uh-oh. I'll have to figure out what happened.
Right? Like, well, whoever's getting them, I hope you guys enjoy. At least it's not an offensive name. At least it's not an obvious troll. Yeah, it was 50 memberships on YouTube. 50 membership bomb just dropped.
So VOD44 here says, ouch, that's a lot of money to say I'm not real. Lol.
50 names popping up over there. Okay? Vod, are you good? Vod is...
Ouch, that's a lot of money to say I'm not real.
That's a lot of money to say he's not real. Vod, understand? It's not you. Please don't take it personally. These trolls have been so nasty to me, and particularly now this week, they're really trying to mess with me, so I wouldn't be shocked if it was a troll thing. But, all right, I'll take your word for it.
Especially this week, they're really trying to mess with me. Now, that is obviously a callback to the Switch, but... Oh, I see. Yeah, he doesn't have a movie night. No, there's movie nights over in the Discord. Those are run by Optimus, though. Evenings are hard for me, but yeah, there are movie nights if you guys want to hang out in the Discord and everything. Other stuff to come as soon as I get my ass to work and keep working on it.
50 gifted memberships on YouTube tonight from VOD44. Wow, thank you, Vod. Let's get that on the leaderboard.
So again, something taps his ass. I don't know why, but he just decides to count it. So a whole 6 or 7 minutes later... After that.
All right, we can grow it all. Oops. Nope, it's still growing. It is growing. You see it's increasing in size, but it takes a while.
Yeah, you would think if 50 people get a gifted membership, whether again, it's for a penny or it's for $1 or it's for, whatever. It does give 50 people an opportunity to try out the membership, and maybe they'll decide that they want to, stay a member. And if he actually had something worth offering, maybe some people would make that decision. But again, they don't necessarily have to. The link to the Discord is posted in the posts section. I think it used to be called the community tab, but in the posts tab on my channel, if you have the unhinged membership, you'll see that post there with the link to the Discord.
Uh-huh.
And then once you get there, you can hop in and you can vote for what movie you want. And
all right.
Hang out and talk and all that stuff.
So what to do? We don't have a lot of time. That's the problem. Shoot.
Once I get my PC set up and everything, then we're going to do like polls on, because I'm going to try to stream on days when Phil isn't necessarily here. We'll watch different stuff and play games and stuff like that. I'm going to see if I can get schedule 1 up tomorrow, because I do want to stream tomorrow, but this dumbass won't be here. So maybe instead of watching him, we can do like schedule 1 or watch other shit. But I have to get my shit together first.
10 minutes left. There's just not a lot left to do. This time is so short. We have 10 minutes, hit 14 more bucks and hit another goal tonight, guys.
So got another 150 on top of the 50.
So easy to do. Let's do it.
It's so easy to do. Let's do it.
Now I can't go extra late, Papa Bear, because I got to do thumbnails for these videos. I still got to upload DSP Tries It. I still got to upload the podcast. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do.
$286. Come on, guys. We need that $14.
Because I did DSP Tries It earlier. What is that?
That's a good point, Merle. That's a really good point. He's in panic mode because he acted like an asshole and he's like, uh-oh, this might be real. I might want to shut the fuck up and just say thank you. It's really sad when you have to be reminded to be a person. Like, that's really fucking sad, I think.
I don't think I haven't gone down to that biome yet. See how it's like gray in the middle? What is that?
I'm going to check on Raw Phil and see if he's live yet. I don't think he is. I really want to do the trading cards simulator thing. I watched Charlie play it once. That looked fun to me. I need to set everything up and get on Steam and...
A fall here would be very, very bad.
Do everything.
Gotta be careful about that. I can see my house from here. So what is this biome?
Love your name for the stream. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you.
And we got another... Wait, what does a camel eat? Shit.
Yeah, he's not up yet.
Because I would have liked to lure a camel to my place. We could have 2 camels.
So we're at,
But I don't remember what the camel eats.
He ends up he fucks off for a little while and then actually plays the game. And then right here at the very end, he gets his he hits the money that he wants. And as you can see, there's not much time left. He legitimately just gets his money and fucks off. Like, that's it.
There.
He hits 300 and fucks off.
Stop being stupid. Oh. Now I lost my camels because the camels apparently can't go in a fence.
I don't personally have the patience for Minecraft. I don't really know why I don't. But I tell you who does love Minecraft, and they're very good at it, is Mr. Toxic. So perhaps at some time he can stream. And he can stream Minecraft for you guys. With the schedules and everything, I'm not sure how that would work out, but I don't know what it is. Minecraft looks fun, but it also looks like it would be irritating to me.
I need to make a
like to my crazy brain and time consuming.
Which I didn't know, and now they're wandering away. So I'm out of town.
I skipped the crying about camels. Do we want to watch all the camel stuff?
We got to do shout outs. We got to get out of here. And then next time we got to clean this up. At least we know we can get more camels down in that like desert area. Okay. All right, so.
He is going live, but we're almost done here, so I'm going to save up a little skip juice.
I received a $15 tip. First time viewer, I felt like donating. Cheers. What's up, YouTube? All right, I don't know who that is because there's no name attached, but someone enjoyed the Minecraft stream and did a $15 tip, so thank you for that.
Minecraft is boring if you're an adult. I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Then it looks like Kieran.
Legos are cool, but they're not my thing either.
Johnny, yes, became a member.
Things with a lot of like little tiny pieces or where you have to put a lot of little tiny things together. I don't have it makes my brain crazy. Like jigsaw puzzles or things like Legos or building these like huge things like block by block. Mr. Toxic is like, I don't know, almost like some kind of savant and can like put all that shit together. And I'm over here like having a panic attack. I'm like, oh my God, there's like 8,000 little pieces. And like it sends my anxiety through the roof.
Gaia became a member and Gaia gifted a membership. So that's another $12.
I enjoy, what's the name of it? House Flipper. I can spend 30, 40, 50 hours cleaning up and redesigning a house. See, that's the kind, but that doesn't drive my mind crazy. So fucking.
It looks like we're going to end the night at $313.
Go figure.
Which means we have hit 33 goals. Pretty damned awesome. One final celebration for the night.
So he applauds himself. I'm not watching that because that's fucking stupid. And then, like I say, he is live now, but let's just get ourselves a second of skip juice. And because he goes slightly unhinged here in the daily
Good evening,
wrap.
everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the daily wrap for what was Thursday, the 24th of April, 2025.
I love House Flipper. I guess there's a new restaurant DLC or something that came out, but
a heck of a day. Lots of good, some bad. Overall,
I haven't gotten there yet.
Let's talk all about it. So, first things first, on today's Level 1 podcast, I revealed the true story, not the conspiracy-laden, idiotic, spun to be, of course, an insanely negative thing towards me story, but the true story of what happened.
It really wasn't anything that negatively towards him. He got greedy and ordered one more than he should have and got his shit canceled. We didn't accuse him of, like, murder or anything.
with my Switch 2 pre-orders. In a nutshell, I don't have a Switch 2 pre-ordered anymore because a troll socially engineered my Walmart account, got some rube in customer support to
Who
send
taught
them
him
a
socially
access code
engineered?
so they could log into my account, cancel both pre-orders, change the password on the account, and try to buy stuff in my name. All of that happened last night. Full story I told on the podcast, but
He added that in at the last minute too. He initially it was they canceled my orders over and over. And then it was, well, then they changed my password and then they started adding stuff to the cart.
may have noticed if you're watching this right now, relatively soon to when I uploaded it, there's no podcast. Well, that's because today was a loaded day of new content. I didn't have a chance to upload the podcast yet. Okay. Also, OBS had an error during the podcast. So the podcast today is 2 parts. Sadly, I just don't have enough time to edit together the 2 parts because if I do, it's going to take me like a half an hour to 45 minutes that I just don't have. So I have to upload 2 separate parts of the podcast. The whole first part will be the story about last night. The second part is me hanging out with everyone talking and stuff like that. So those will go live overnight on the channel. Then I played Claire Obscure Expedition 33 for the first time. Whole first hour of gameplay's story exposition. Second hour, you finally get into the game. Dude, it's great. Great graphics, great music, very interesting story. Gameplay elements seem to be really good in combat. And I'm enjoying the exploration and finding some optional fights and items and things. I am loving the game. Now, I'm only 2.5 hours in, but for what it's worth, it's outstanding. I hope that you'll check out the videos. Please like them and leave comments. The engagement is key at the beginning of any playthrough. I would love your feedback, what you think. I think this is going to stack up to be an amazing RPG playthrough for everybody here, okay? Then it was time for DSP Tries It, and we did DSP Tries It Chipotle. First, I did a steak quesadilla, and then I did the new honey Chipotle chicken burrito bowl. Not so great. Let's just put it that way. But
I think that's all he really says that's pertinent where he gets into this
insanely negative thing towards me story, but the true story of what happened with my Switch 2 pre-orders. In a nutshell, I don't have a Switch 2 pre-ordered anymore because a troll socially engineered my Walmart account.
I just want to put this up over top as he speaks about this.
Got some rube in customer support to send them a access code so they could log into my account, cancel both pre-orders, change the password on the account, and try to buy stuff in my name. All of that happened last night. Full story I told on the podcast, but you may have noticed if you're watching this right now, relatively soon to when I uploaded it, there's no podcast. Well, that's because today was a loaded day of new content. I didn't have a chance to upload the podcast yet. Okay.
All right. Shut the fuck up. So let's go live. I think we caught up with some things and I hated that I had to kind of cut out early yesterday, but you know, occasionally we got to do the not so fun adulting kind of stuff. So let me get past his like hella cringy opening here that I don't want to subject you all to. Hold, please. Yeah, and who taught him Rube, by the way?
What is going on, everyone? It is the final streaming day of the week for me. And on today's show, we got some great stuff. We're going to be talking about Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which came out yesterday. And I'll be reacting to a couple of trailers that were released this week that I didn't get around to watching, including the new Ghost of Yote trailer and the gameplay reveal for Elena, the final DLC character in Season 2 of Street Fighter 6. Plus, we'll be chilling, having good vibes. It's good stuff all around today. What a great day of gaming. I can't wait. So sit back and relax. It's time for a week-ending, very fun episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
I'd like to know exactly how fun this is going to be. I don't know about you guys, but I feel as if I might be being lied to about the whole fun aspect of this. But big ups to Raw Phil, Snort Hogan, Snort Burnell, everybody else who clips all these wonderful things so that we never have to give this fuck rag one single view. Can we get some big ups for Raw Phil, Snort Hogan, Robust Urban Garlic, everybody? Every detractor that you like, every channel that you like, let's just get some big ups in the chat for everybody. I don't want to waste skip
Happy
juice.
Friday, everybody. Today is Friday, the 25th of April, 2025. I'm Darkside Phil, and this is the Level 1 Podcast. It's time to celebrate a great week, man. This was a solid week, man. Good stuff. We had progress in all the games that we've been enjoying, including Blueprints,
Except that ALT guy. Oh, don't be rude.
Right? Wrapping up playthroughs like Atomfall. Started up a brand new run of Oblivion Remastered, which was shadow dropped back on Tuesday. And Clear Obscure began yesterday. Plus, Lego Knights returned. Minecraft Chill continued. It was a good one. I had a great time of 6 days of streaming. I hope you guys did too, but it's not over yet. It is time for a full day of fun today with more Clear Obscure Expedition 33, which I'll be talking about in a few moments and let you know my true thoughts about the first few hours of the game. And tonight, more Blueprints Chill, which I'm very excited for. Also, let's be honest. This week, we had a little bit of a faltering at the beginning, but then, boom, 5 straight streams of hitting my goals. Momentum is back. We had a fun DSP Tries It yesterday.
Remember, it's not supposed to be a streak, though. We don't want to call it a streak. That's not good.
Yesterday of Chipotle for the very first time. And I have my air conditioner installed in the office, so I'm nice and cool, no longer overheated and grumpy, wearing full summer attire because it's been so warm. And quite frankly, it looks like we fully converted because it looks like there's a couple days of rain, then more heat. So I'm just going to leave it as is.
Let's check the
It's
weather in
summertime here
Renton, shall
on
we?
DSP Gaming, even though it's only April. So there you go. All right. So I hope that you guys
Currently 63 degrees there.
enjoyed this week as much as I did. Seems like you did, overall. The only negative was the crazy, insane criminal troll who socially engineered my Walmart account to cancel my Switch 2 pre-orders, but it is what it is. I talked all about that at length
I'm sorry,
yesterday.
what was
If you want
that?
to know the full story,
I'm sorry, what was that?
Insane criminal troll who socially engineered my Walmart guys enjoyed this week as much as I did. Seems like you did, overall. The only negative was the crazy, insane criminal troll who socially engineered my Walmart account to cancel my Switch 2 pre-orders, but it is what it is. I talked all about that at length yesterday. If you want to know the full story, watch the podcast from yesterday while I fully explained it. And like I said,
Full story's right here. Here's your full story right here. Big ups to everybody who had their hand in this. Bland Polecat, Truth Seekers, everybody. I didn't catch all of that, unfortunately, but here's the full story right here.
even if there are any updates regarding Switch 2, I'm not going to tell you.
Absolutely not true. He will not be able to keep that fucking load in his pants. The second he knows that he can get a hold of a Switch 2, he's absolutely going to say it.
Seriously, I'm just not going to tell you because who knows what lengths these crazy people will go to try to screw with me and my content. So I'm just not going to bring it up. All right. All right. So I hope you're doing well. Welcome everyone to the show. I want to say thank you because in the last few days, we had a big reinvigoration and boost of support. I definitely appreciate that. Okay. So we are currently at 33 out of 40 goals hit. And I just want to let everyone know up front, yesterday we came to a really interesting determination on what we should do for our next goal reward at 40 goals hit.
I guess this is supposed to be the exciting part.
The next DSP Tries It, we're doing something unique and different. There's a place called Salty Blue, which is a unique seafood restaurant, but they also do other things. So they do like various breaded fish, shrimp. They actually do chicken schnitzel and a few other things. And I've never really had any of this stuff besides maybe shrimp that they serve. So this would be a completely unique, restaurant to get a DSP Tries It from. Kind of similar to, remember when I did
He literally just had Chipotle yesterday, and we're talking about the next one.
Katsu Burger back in the fall? It's kind of similar to that. So I'm excited for this. Sounds really good. And that's what we're going to do when we hit 40 goals. The sooner that we hit those goals, the sooner we'll do this special edition of DSP Tries It.
Oh,
And then
goody.
at 50 goals hit, we're going to do a marathon,
I know for one, you guys are probably super fucking excited.
which will be perfect because if you look at the timing, it's likely going to be about a month since the last marathon, which was my birthday marathon event, right?
I'm tingling in
but
all the
question
naughty
is,
places. Can't wait for that.
What should the marathon be? And, thinking about it, I would say the two ideas that we have, okay? The two ideas that we have are very good. The first would be the return of viewer's choice, where you guys will nominate a bunch of games, and then based on the amount of
You guys will nominate a bunch of games that I choose, so it's player's illusion of choice.
nominations each game gets, we do a poll, and the games that win the poll, I will play during a marathon setting for about an hour each. Dependent on how those games are enjoyed during the marathon, will determine
You're excited? Oh, I'm sorry, Silent Weapons. Proceed, be
if
excited.
I actually play any of them as full playthroughs moving forward. Last time we did this back in February or March, I think it was February, we ended up doing a full playthrough of Onimusha HD, which was amazing. Seriously, it was super duper fun. And now because of that, I'm going to end up playing Onimusha 2 HD next month and the new Onimusha next year. So these viewers' choice events usually result in some really fun stuff. But we had another idea as well. And
This
this
man
idea
is
also
creatively
might really
bankrupt.
resonate.
Oh, I know that's
The
right.
idea is thus. Closet clean out 2025, but at the same time, the retiring event for the hats and the vests. For those who don't know, for the years of 2020 through probably first half of last year,
Oh
whenever I
God,
hit a
no,
support
not a
goal,
grandpa
I would
story.
put on a silly hat and a vest, depending on how much we raised during a stream. Hats range from things like a cowboy hat, a football helmet, a fisherman's hat with lures sticking off of it, a red fedora, among many other things. Some were actually themed. Some were actually themed to, by the way, just ignore all the nonsense of these idiots, okay, who are typing in my chat. I've had enough of their bullshit, and I'm just going to instantly ban all of them. All right, you see who they are. Right now, they're doing it in Kick Chat. So if you see that nonsense, I'm not going to address it. I'm just going to immediately ban these idiots with their fantasy worlds and nonsense, okay? All right. What it is they don't want me to have fun and talk about positive stuff. They want me to talk about toxic, negative stuff, which I've already moved past. Okay. So, yeah. So what we would do
Until he hasn't, and we'll inevitably talk about it again.
Because we have all these different hats and vests and things, is go through them. Like, actually document all the ones that I have. For example, geez, I've got a straw hat for when I did the One Piece playthrough. I've got, like, the Knight's helmet hat. I think I would probably say at least 10 to 15 hats up there that I've had from over the years, okay? And then vests. The red vest, the gold vest, the Pokemon vest, the denim vest, the platinum vest, the beige vest, the Marty McFly orange vest, the gray vest, the blue vest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I have about 9 vests, 10 vests, something like that. Okay. So with the incredible amount of stuff that we have there, the idea for the marathon would be this.
Was the sub bomb last night legit? I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Okay. It's first half is closet clean out, meaning what we're doing is during the course of this marathon, I'm going to my closet, I'm cleaning all this thing out, and I'm saying, do I want to keep this? Do I want to throw this out? Do I keep this and put it in storage and pack it nicely? Because right now my closet is a huge mess again. Remember, I cleaned it out about 3 years ago, and we discovered some hidden gems, like great games that are classic games that have some value. But at the same time, there was a lot of junk. So we cleaned it out. But what's happened is over the last 3 years, particularly this last year, where I did the big upgrade of my setup, right? My office, all these boxes, cords, and things. I got to figure out, what do I want to keep? What do I want to get rid of? What am I going to use for my background? What won't I, etc. All right. So that in itself could be a fun, chill day of looking at everything together. It's hilarious because when we did the first closet clean out, everyone said this is going to be the most boring thing ever. And it ended up being one of my most successful events. Everyone loved it. People were like, oh, will you do another closet in your house? I said, what? No. But here we are 3 years later. And
I don't know who claimed to love it, but he, sounds like an attack from a lot of people again.
And I feel like it's time again. It's really messy. But the idea is when we hit milestones of support, like let's say we hit $50 of support, you guys will vote on one of my hats. And then I will put on that hat and wear it on the stream until we hit another milestone. And what'll happen is over the course of the day, as we hit these milestones and you guys vote on various different silly things for me to wear, we'll retire them. I'll actually have like a storage bin.
Until you play the same game that you always play and tell everyone, no, it's too hot. I don't want to wear the hat and the vest anymore.
And once I've worn it, so the blue vest, wear it for the last time. Okay, well, when we get to the next vest, I don't know, the gray vest, the blue vest is retired. You take it off, put it in the bin. That's it. Now, I'm not saying we would absolutely never, ever wear this stuff again, but it would only be for special occasions. It's not constant. Obviously, we completely retired it, right? So I think that could be a fun marathon too. So the question is...
And he was gifted the PC, quote unquote, until he was called poor and then tried to shove it in everyone's face that he paid for everything. So
what do you guys want? And we have about a week and a half roughly to figure this out, because if we stay on pace, we'll probably hit the goals and do...
I don't know if asking me what I want is a particularly good idea, sir.
DSP tries it around the middle of next week, which means this marathon will probably happen around the second week of May. Okay, so let's start talking.
Unless the thing is like for every $100, like you eat a Tide Pod. I don't know what ideas you're gonna get from me.
Talking about it. What do you guys think? Cade says he definitely wants the game stream, the viewer's choice game event.
Well, then it sounds like that little cuck better cough up some money, huh?
What do you guys think? Everybody else, I'm down for either. I think either is a good event and it's good variety for the streams, good content and stuff that people will enjoy. But it's really up to you guys what you want. PC Gaming says viewer's choice.
Last 4 of Phil's Visa card, 2792. Last 4 of Phil's Visa card. That's very good. I don't know if it's true. I just think it's funny. Is it going to get leaned?
Viewer's choice is better than a spring cleaning. I'm down for viewer's choice. I really am. But we need to figure...
Viewer's illusion of choice. So it's viewers' illusion of choice or watch me clean. I'd vote for Tide Pods. Yeah, I think I got to go
Figure
Tide
this out,
Pods.
because if it is going to be viewers' choice, then I need to put up the post next week, probably like Sunday, Monday of next week, so you guys can start nominating games, and then we'll have about a week to nominate and a few days to vote, and that'll determine the marathon. Okay. Big Boss says, are we going to do the signed vest goes to the highest donor? Only if, like I said, maybe if we have a goal to raise that day, and if we hit that goal, then, right, whoever was the biggest contributor by the end of the marathon, I'll, do a vest that I mail to them or something. It's possible. I guess we'd have to talk about it. What's up, King Michael? How you doing today, man? Well, you guys think about it. Let's figure it out. What I would like to say is let's determine it maybe on Sunday. On Sunday, let's figure out exactly what the marathon will be.
Yeah, I'm surprised that went through.
Choice. I have the thread up. You guys can start nominating games right
Lucky
away.
Gremlin, what's up, honey?
Okay?
How you doing? Hope you're having a good day.
Cool. All right. So, all that being said.
Yeah, I'll autograph it and send it to you if you give me $3,500 so that I can have my best day ever.
Thank you guys for a great show week. I hope that you guys have had a good time. Let's get some support on the stream rolling. In fact, as I was literally as I said that, our first support of the day came in from Kate. I'll shut that out in a second. Let's get some support in, guys. How
Will Walmart do anything about the Switch 2 thing?
about some super chats, some tips, some memberships, and some subs? All right. 5 straight streams of hitting the goals. I would love to keep that momentum going today. Let's hit 2 more. So we're at 35 by the end of today, meaning we only have 5 goals to go when we resume on Sunday. Because remember, tomorrow is my day off. Okay.
Great try, Jay. Good to see you, honey.
Let me do the shout out for Kate. Kate did a $2 super chat. Will Walmart do anything about the Switch 2? No. Walmart doesn't care. Walmart has no power to fix it.
If you're gonna be around for movie night tonight, great try, Jay. Make sure you vote. You might have already, but in the Discord, make sure you vote. Lucky Gremlin, I don't know if you voted because I know you're in the Discord too. If you want to vote for movie night,
they gave me an account credit. I have an account credit. Like, that's a big deal. I can't use it on a Switch 2, so it's pointless. But they gave me an account credit. Okay, that's it. That's all they're willing to do. They admitted they screwed up. It's their fault that this whole thing happened. So they credited my account. Not that it's going to get me it. So I already said, there's no point in talking about this moving forward. As I told you, if I get one, I'm not telling you anyway. It's no one's business because I don't want these people messing with it. So we're just going to stop talking about Switch 2. There's no point. Okay? Okay. All righty. No, you cannot have my Walmart credit. You can kiss my hairy butt, though. There you go. See, that's why I'm apprehensive. Blucher says, I wonder what the cost of international
VLX, yeah, the Discord is members only. If you have a unhinged membership, then you can grab the link from the posts.
Shipping would be. That's why I'm apprehensive about being like,
yeah. That was what I was going to say, Optimist. He's been really, really quiet about it. And you know he wants to go off on like another tangent. I mean, like, come on, it's the guy. But I think ever since everything got like blasted on Twitter and everything, X, whatever the fuck you call it, now he wants to just kind of be, and this is usually what happens. He either doubles down and gets hella crazy. Hopefully he's a little bit embarrassed after yesterday. So now he's just kind of cowering and I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Yes. If we have a marathon and it's well supported, the top contributor, I'll mail one.
Dents are rebelling by thinking.
One of the vests. Because I'm not kidding. This is the truth. I swear to you. Decade ago. This was 10 years ago.
No, Grandpa, no, don't do this to us.
I was I was giving out the Project 7 t-shirts from 2012 for people who were pledging to my Patreon. Okay? The pledge was $20. You would earn the t-shirt if you pledged $20. People would earn the shirt. And I would,
you mean the shirt where you didn't give John Rambo any money?
Go to mail it to like Europe, and it would be $45 to mail it to Europe. So I was losing like 25.
He might not be capable of being embarrassed. You might be right about that. But I think the thing about it is like he got tagged on Twitter, and I think he's getting tired of hearing about it.
Dollars on the thing. Why am I doing this? Now that was a decade ago. Now can you imagine what it's like now? It's probably like $100. So now imagine me. The vests are large and puffy. Now I got to package this thing into a box and mail it to someone across the globe. It's probably going to cost hundreds of dollars, and the hassle of doing it because now I got to find some kind of a shipping box to fit it in, pack it, go to the shipping store to mail it out. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'll be honest. I would much rather buy someone a vest online and ship it directly to them to save me the hassle and logistics. But no one wants that. People want the original vests that are in my closet. You see?
Yeah, people just they can't get enough you, bro. Every chick wants to be with you, every chick wants you to fuck her, and every dude wants to be you. Yep, you got it. Magic Short Bus, thank you for becoming a member. Like I say, check out, it used to be the community tab. It's called posts now. The link is there for the Discord.
So,
And if you've recently gotten a gifted membership, then you have an unhinged membership, and you can grab the link for the Discord too, and you're welcome.
I said I have boxes in the cupboard. I never said I have any boxes in my cupboard. I don't have a cupboard. The fuck are you talking about? Anyway,
Ooh, he's
let's
crabby.
see. Again, I'm considering it, but I'm not guaranteeing it. Plus, as we said, right now, we don't know if we're even doing this closet clean out and vest hat retirement stream. We may be just doing viewer's choice. So if that's the case, you know, I don't know. Okay.
A Vestivus for the Begtivus.
Black Man B is here. He did a
Oh boy, I
$5
fucked
tip,
that
our
one
first
up.
tip of the day. And he says, much love, everybody. Jesus bless you all and positive vibes. Thank you, Flat Man. Good to see
Thanks,
you here
Cuck.
today. Let's get you on the leaderboard for our first tip. Okay.
He can be embarrassed but isn't capable of shame. Yeah, I think he feels pretty fucking stupid.
Flat Man B. There we go.
Did you
Minor brain
forget
farts
already?
this morning? All right. Rubger just did a 20 knock super chat, which is the equivalent of $1.90. I know because they did one the other day, so I actually remember what it counts for. And he says, "Hello, boss. What's
Oh, we all know that you know what they count for.
going on?"
We
Good
know
morning,
you've
thank
got
you
all
for,
that
super
shit
chat.
figured out.
Stormforce Gamer says maybe do like a $50 Amazon voucher instead of mailing out vests. Well, here's the thing, Stormforce. There's no point. If the idea is the top
You mean spend money and give it to somebody? Who the fuck would do that?
contributor gets the reward, what value is a $50 Amazon? See what I'm saying? Oh, I contributed $100 to Phil stream and I get $50 back on Amazon. I get it. The point is, these are vests that I've worn on stream. It's
What mental disorder makes you not feel shame or guilt? It's typically like narcissism, but that's not there's a difference between like mental illness and personality disorder. They are not the same. So some of those with like personality disorders can like either feel like less guilt or shame, like the psychopath, the sociopath, the narcissist, the histrionic, and things like that.
it's kind of like a piece
There are some mental disorders too where you don't necessarily feel those things.
of clothing that you've seen a celebrity
Imagine what ALT or Duty would spend for those vests on eBay. Hopefully
wear or
nothing.
pro wrestler wear. People like it as a collectible, right? I get that. And the truth is, no one has that. I have never given out anything that I've worn or anything like that on a stream ever before. So I get the value of that. I did.
He's really getting excited about this. You can tell that this is what he wants to do.
But I, I think
Is he talking about all the homosexual looking vests that he used to wear on the streams? That is correct.
it's really silly. And again, the logistics of it and everything. No, not the cowboy hat. The cowboy hat I'm keeping. Absolutely not. The cowboy hat is my hat forever. That will be a hat that I wear from time to time for special events and things. That cowboy hat ain't going nowhere, man.
So why
Too
are
much
you
history
doing
for
any of
the
this?
Cowboy hat to be giving out the cowboy
You're a fucking hoarder, dude. If you weren't a hoarder, then your closet wouldn't look like that.
hat to viewers. Hell no. The vest I don't give two shits about, to be frank with you.
Phil's a cock hair away from selling his day of the week underwear and his socks and shit. I wouldn't. I'm telling you, this dude will sell anything. If you put a price on it and he thinks that it's good enough, he'll fucking. He'll fucking sell anything. Skybomb, thanks for the gifted, honey. I appreciate your generosity.
I don't care about the vests. They don't really mean anything. But the cowboy hat I've had for so long. I wore it on every Ask the King episode and everything. So there's no way I'm giving that out. Okay. Bookworm says, I bet people would buy them on eBay. Yeah, but the thing is, Bookworm, they would just abuse eBay. They would do fake bids. They would pay and then pull back their payments after I've shipped it. So it's not worth the hassle. I'm not stupid. I'm not born yesterday. That's how they fuck
Yeah, I'm not stupid. I only tried to fucking order 2 switches and got popped for it.
around. I've already told you guys, there's absolutely no way a detractor would ever actually financially positively contribute to my content. They'll throw a dollar tip here or there or something because they're morons. But you noticed when we tried on Smart Guys to have entire segments that they would have wanted to see, and we said, well, all you got to do is let's hit the goal, and then I'll do 10 push-ups or I'll do this or that. No one contributed because they're not actually.
But they don't get anything for that. Seeing you do a push-up is not worth any actual money. If they were actually going to get something in the mail, they might be likely to do that. Watching you eat a sandwich or do a push-up or wiggle your underwear or your feet in my face is not something I highly disagree.
Wanting that at all. They want
Angry Monkey, thanks for the 2, honey. Imagine the smell of those vests in a wet box. Ugh.
to make fun and ask for stuff thinking I'll never do it. They don't actually want the thing. Do you get it? They want to say, ha, we found something Phil won't do, rather than actually saying, oh, we actually made Phil do it. They would
I'm not stupid. Proves us wrong every day of his life. Right, here's how not stupid he is. Here we go.
never pay for it. So, like I mean, I would do this
I'm going to show this 10,000 times today. Here's how not stupid he is.
eBay auction for the platinum vest. We'd have $1,000 bid on it, and then it wouldn't be real. It'd be fake.
I don't know if they'd give you $1,000. I think you're overestimating your worth a little bit there, narcissist, but they might give you a couple $100.
You know? You will throw me 20 gifted subs right now if I take my shirt off. All right. Summer 092 says if I take my shirt off, they'll do 20. Drop 20 subs right now, and I will take my shirt off. 100%.
All he's going to do is take off the top one. He won't take off the black one. So.
I promise you.
Yeah, he will. He'll do that. Let me grab this. It's a pretty boring thumbnail, but it might work at some point.
I promise you. King's word. I will take my shirt off if you drop 20 subs right now on Kick. So go ahead and do it. Let's see. Put your money where your mouth is. Kay did a $5 super chat there. Scorned lovers. They want to see you fail.
We are not scorned lovers. We do not have feelings for this man. Absolutely not.
You never will. The king reigns forever. F Nintendo, F Walmart. There you go. Thank you, Kay. That is the
This Kate asshole has 2 brain cells trying to fuck each other like trying to fuck a doorknob and their brother and sister. Jesus
biggest super
Christ.
chat of the day. 13. If anything, my arithmetic will never falter because I have to daily add all day.
Your English faltered a little bit there.
For contribution, so that's good. It keeps my mind sharp. When people say, why don't you...
Yeah, except for the fact that you can't English properly, but big ups. Skybomb, thanks for the 5, honey. Watching you on my new PC. Oh, that's cool. I built something DSP can't. Say, I hope I hit the goal.
You do these things automatically. Well, hey, it keeps my mind sharp. I gotta do math all day. It's good. Okay.
Apparently, you can't count because 2 was a very bad number for you yesterday, wasn't it,
So
sir?
a spurt of my cologne in a jar on Amazon. There you go.
You. Kate is a regarded individual who sits in Raw Phil's chat defending his lover's honor. How pathetic. There be whales in that dent sea, matey.
All right. Well, guys, like
good.
I said, let's get some support rolling. All right.
Didn't you just get some support? Didn't that retard just give you $5? Like what?
One thing this week that has been definitely slow has been Kick. Usually
The thing that's been slow is you, sir. let's get one thing straight.
on Kick, we get a good amount of gifted subs. This week, we probably got between 30 to 40, but usually I get way more than that. Okay?
That's not true. You've barely gotten anything since Kino fucking pulled out, bro.
In fact, on Kick, subs are way down to the point where I'm looking, and overall, we've lost over 100 subs over the course of the week. So, if you're watching on Kick and you like the stuff and you want to hit the goals and you want to see fun content, please support it. Please gift some subs. All right? If you can.
Yesterday was good. I don't know. I said this yesterday too, but I don't know if I've seen him that unhinged. A little bit of the Kino stuff, but really that was almost like, oh, it's just like my life fur. That was pretty,
Yes, I will type my name in chat. There you go. All right? Let's get it going. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man, indigestion. Sorry about that. I definitely want to get momentum continuing here this week. We're back 5 straight streams of hitting the goals, right? Let's keep that going. Let's hit a milestone. Last time we were at what? 13. We got 12. That's right. We were at 12, and then we faltered at unlucky 13, right? So this time, let's do it and let's pass it. Let's get to 13 and beyond this week. Let's tie that streak that we had last time, okay? So let's get it going. Thank you, guys. All right. What I'd like to do is I would like to talk about the schedule first so you guys know what's coming up in the
Oh, God, no. Please,
All
no.
right, I want to talk a little bit about Claire Obscure, give you my initial thoughts on the game.
schedule.
And then I want to do some reacting. The Ghost of Yote trailer has released. It was the release date trailer, right?
Oh, God. Schedules and
Street Fighter
trailers.
6's Elena gameplay trailer. I would like to watch and react to both of these today. Okay? Cool.
I mean, it's your show, dude. We do what you
Skip
want to do
Mondays
here.
for the streak. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's always on Monday, isn't it? It seems to be a Monday that I never hit my goals. I hit my goals every day but Monday. What's wrong with Monday? What happens on Monday? Is it a bad day or something? I don't know. By the way, you notice the person said they would drop a 20-sub bomb for me to take my shirt off, and they've dropped nothing because they're a liar. You see? That's what I mean. Every detractor says they'll do something, and then they won't do it because they're pussies. You understand? They're full of shit. They never, ever actually mean it. Vod, oh, what's up, Vod? Yeah, Vod, I don't know yet, actually. Because...
Oh, here comes this cuck. I hope you don't still think I'm fake after the 50 subs. Did you get your money?
I don't think it shows up. You have to wait an entire day.
Yeah, numbers from yesterday
an entire day
won't be
for
in
YouTube
yet.
to process the day before.
Maybe people don't have endless amounts of time to watch you and endless disposable income to give you. Did you ever maybe think of that?
Let me see. I'm trying to find it, but yeah.
Yeah, my numbers from yesterday, my views and everything, my watch time and everything isn't up from yesterday, so theoretically his isn't either.
I don't think that the analytics for yesterday have processed. That's the problem. Yeah, the analytics didn't process yet. Nope. Yeah, it's only up to the 23rd. Yep. So there's no way for me to see until a day or two has passed. So it's just dumb. On YouTube, it really is. Like, you can't even see anything for days on end because they want to sit there and have it processed and stuff. So if you don't know what we're talking about, last night, VOD44 did a 50 member bomb. And the problem is, it's so hard to know if you can trust someone gifting memberships on
I don't know if they're not Argentinian memberships. I kind of thought they were, but
YouTube in a big bomb like that because people know the exploit that you can use to basically get them like only a few pennies each. So first I didn't know if to count them, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And he's asking me in chat, you know, did it clear yet? Can you see it? And I'm like, no, YouTube, like the analytics take like 2 days at least to clear. I won't know what I made yesterday until like probably like Sunday.
people give me shit for having a business that therapy could do. Oh, I definitely couldn't take the place of therapy. Promote what I do on here. No, I don't want to do work on here. This is for fun. I don't want to do work stuff on here.
Kate, of course. No problem, Kate. Yeah, I know to trust you. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there you go. I agree. I agree with Dirty Mugs. Prove you're real. Give him 50 more.
RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business is coming out July 17th. A new trailer drop. Is that a DLC? Is it DLC for Rogue City? That's kind of cool. A little late, a couple years later, but that's neat because the game was good. Okay. No, we won't know if the 50 bomb was real or not until over the weekend. So I guess I'll check in on it in a day or two.
That's not true.
Okay.
Numbers might post up today.
Schedule-wise.
Numbers for, I don't know, for yesterday, that's maybe. Yeah, maybe
Here's
tomorrow.
what's coming up over the course of the next several...
Trust me, if the money doesn't go through, we'll fucking hear about it.
Hold on. Turn this off here. So
we'll hear about it bright and early on Sunday. Okay, one's in the chat if we're skipping the schedule bullshit and using some skip juice, or 2 if you just kind of want to let this go and save up the skip juice. So 1 if we're skipping, 2 if we are not. Vito Ireland, oh my God, it's so good to be back. That was terrible. I don't recommend a week in the hospital to anybody for anything. Please, God, 1. Use for gaming with a 0. I don't know what to do with this information. All right, we're getting a whole bunch of 1s. So let's skip a Rooney here.
Literally gorgeous.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Super duper good.
Stop saying super duper. You are a 43-year-old grown-ass man.
Outstanding soundtrack with vocals and everything. Beautiful soundtrack. The story, unique, dark, interesting, riveting, and it hooks you. So now I'm dying to keep playing this game because the story is interesting me a lot. I want to know what's going on in this world. Is it actually supposed to be Earth or another parallel dimension? What's actually happening with the countdown? Who is the paintress? All these questions, right? Very interesting. And the gameplay. Well, the gameplay we've only had about an hour of because the entire first hour and a half of the game yesterday was actually story. But when we got into the gameplay, there was interesting platforming. There was exploration and hidden items and areas, optional like kind of mini bosses. The combat itself is very interesting.
Blah, blah,
Persona,
blah.
Remember Persona? There were guns as part of the combat. That's part of the combat.
Oh, I don't want to use too much skip juice.
There's active dodging and active parrying, which is very unique. In the combat, every enemy that swings at you, you either have to dodge or parry their attacks, and it's tricky to do. Each enemy's different, and these enemies hit for a lot of damage. Okay?
I only have like
so
6
I like
minutes.
That. I like the leveling system. Like,
I don't
want to
waste it.
Interesting. I would compare it. It's like a combination of Final Fantasy X, Lost Odyssey, and Persona. That's what it feels like to me. And I'm having a blast with it so far. Already, I fought an optional mini-boss that was incredibly tough and would insta-kill you if it hit you, so you had to play it perfectly, dodging every attack, or else you couldn't beat it. Pretty neat, pretty challenging, okay?
Wolverine Rogue,
far,
you are
good.
correct.
We're in the midst of exploration and this kind of dungeon, so I'm looking forward to more of this as soon as we jump in today. I'm really having a good time with the game. I hope that you guys will continue to show up for it. I've heard great things about it. I've heard it's lengthy, it's fun, everyone's loving it.
I hope you'll come and keep giving me money.
RPGs don't always work in my content, so I'm hoping that this one will work, but I guess we'll find out, okay? Okay. I received a $2 tip. Someone says, you should do a bad game marathon. Stuff like terrible NES games, like LJN crap. I think someone trusted could set up the emulator, but it's pretty easy. It would, right, like that's the problem is the availability and the way to play the games. That would be the challenge there because sadly, there just is no way to legally play a lot of old games anymore, right? Like Nintendo put out some of them on the Switch emulation, but
Sweet Papa Stovepipe, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Hopefully they gave you some Toxicotton to go with your Toxi Tank. Been on replay, gang. Glad to hear you're doing better. Thank you. I appreciate that. No Toxicotton. There was no pain, actually. I just couldn't breathe. I desperately needed oxygen or my Toxi Tank, which I still have. I just don't really need at the moment.
But they're not terrible games. Everyone knows that there's a huge game catalog of NES, Super NES, Genesis stuff that's terrible. But how do you play it? You're right. I'd have to set up some kind of emulator, and I don't have that right now. That would be a lot of effort. For me, my biggest problem right now is time. My problem used to be my tech and money because my tech was super outdated, and I didn't have enough money to really formally upgrade it and do good things with it. Now,
yeah, I only make $150,000 a year. You guys, the money.
My tech is fully upgraded. I have the funds to play or do whatever I need to do. The problem is I don't have the time. These ideas that you guys come up with are like time-consuming things that I just don't have time to figure out because I'm here streaming all the time, right? So hopefully we can figure some stuff out. I guess we'll see. But I like the idea. I do like the idea. But the question is, how do I make it viable, right? Zangief over on Kick says Nintendo would send you to the Shadow Realm in seconds. See, I don't know. I think it depends. It depends on what it is. So, okay. All right. Well, good stuff there. Shall we go ahead and do some reacting? I think this will be fun.
Oh, boy.
Do some reacting to some trailers.
Yeah, that sounds real fun.
So Ghost of Yotei
We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll give it a shot.
has released a release date trailer. And what that means is it's a trailer that has a lot more revealed about the game information, but also its actual release date. I like it. Funny, it says likely mature 17 plus because I guess the ESRB didn't rate it yet. And they're like, well, they know there's gore and combat with blood and stuff in it. It's probably going to be mature. So I have not seen this at all. Okay. So for the first time, we're going to watch this together and let's see what we can figure out about Ghost of Yotei coming out later this year. Here we go.
Unreal.
The Onryo were a group of fighters, assassins that wore those special masks like that, right? I believe. I think that's what was their trademark, was that mask.
A wandering spirit seeking vengeance.
Onryo mask. I forget that it was Sucker Punch that made these, actually. I totally forgot.
Who are you?
Who the hell are you?
I thought we killed your whole
Nice teeth.
family.
The snake. The Oni. The Kitsune.
Was she going after each person who murdered her family?
Lord, sight.
Wait a minute. So is it like Kill Bill? Maybe that's what it's like, Kill Bill, where she's going after the assassins who murdered her family, but she's the only one that survived. So yeah, I bet that's what it is, actually.
What are we going to do with this one, Saito?
I'm sorry. It came to this, little wolf.
So did they try to kill her and fail? And then she grew up, came back, and she's out for revenge? That's the story?
Maybe it'll tell you if you be quiet.
Situ Rainu. Why do you always call me that? It means one.
Is anyone gonna tell her about her lipstick?
Are you serious right now, bro? Like, are you for real? My God.
Lost in the hunt.
Don't tell Granny about her lipstick. She's very self-conscious. She gets very upset. Bring it up.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Look at the gorgeous visuals. Oh my God. You know, I just realized this is going to be on PS5 Pro. Do you remember how good Ghost of Tsushima looked on PS4? Can you imagine how amazing this is going to look on PS5 Pro? This is going to be sick, man. All in cinematic 20 frames. I don't know why this trailer is in 20 frames. It should be much better. I don't know why they do this.
I have to go home.
I don't possibly know what he's going to have to say about this. I thought that the trailer would have more words in it, so I was trying to be quiet and not pause it. Magic Short Buzz, thank you for the 5. Kino Casino's going to have a field day with this regard tonight. Once again, Phil's Karen rant is going to get them so much money.
Back where all this started.
There you go. There's your date. Awesome. I'm definitely excited for that. Like I said, Ghost of Tsushima, that was the summer of 2020. Everyone was stuck at home because of COVID, and everyone played that game together, and that was it was this awesome communal feeling. Like everyone was enjoying the same video game at the same time, and it was like a masterpiece, right? And it was Sucker Punch. Out of all the companies to make a game, Sucker Punch made that game. Like, what the hell? How did they pull that off? So I'm very excited for this. Seems like an interesting plot, right? As long as it's similar elements, better graphics as the first game, I'm down. The first game was outstanding. I think we're going to love this game, especially again because it's going to be on PS5 Pro, so you know how well it's going to run. It's going to be gorgeous, right? Looks good. Looks good to me. I just wish that, honestly, they wouldn't release these trailers at such a low frame rate. You know, like there was absolutely no reason to have that run at like 25 frames. It should have been.
Why is he just like, he's got a boner for this? Like,
6, but
I don't
for some bizarre reason,
understand.
they all do this now. They have their trailers come out at a low frame rate, but looks good to me.
Oh my God, you're a low frame
See,
rate. Move on.
That's actually good because
You're killing me. Like,
that's actually really good.
my
because
brain cells are like, abandoned
played
ship. Let's get the
original
fuck
on
out of here.
console, so it wouldn't carry over, but I can just play this just on PC then. By the way, hello Voltage. Thank you so much for a $2 super chat. It says, get some Taco John's tonight. I don't know what Taco John's is. I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist where I am, but thank you for the super chat there.
How do you know? You never go anywhere.
Hello
There's probably shit across the street from you that you don't even fucking know about.
Voltage. And I'll be enjoying some Italian food tonight. I haven't had Italian food in a long time, and my wife is making a Italian bake tonight. So I'm very excited for some pasta, some delicious chicken sausage, some chunky Italian tomatoes and sauce and everything. So, I can't wait. You guys know me. I'm Italian food, man. Hits this
I thought he wasn't Italian.
spot. Very, very good. Okay, should we watch this? All right, let's watch this. So,
All right, what the hell are we watching?
I was just told that RoboCop is going to have a new standalone game experience this summer. It's called Rogue City Unfinished Business, and it's a spin-off and follow-up to Rogue City from a couple years ago. I loved Rogue City for what it was. Certainly had a lot of shortcomings because it's not a AAA studio, but apparently this is cool because this is a standalone, which is excellent. A standalone game means you don't have to have the original game or have played it. I played the original game on console. This time I would play this on PC. So here we go. Let's see what happens with this.
No Taco John's in Renton.
Unfinished
Damn.
Business.
What will make Detroit safe? The right people with the right tools. OCP's technology is such a tool. However, wielded by the wrong hands.
Breaking news. An attack on a Metro West precinct has occurred.
Hypothetically, it's possible to make a machine that would take control of all the OCP devices.
Does that building you call Omni Tower possess such capabilities?
Wasn't this the actual plot of one of the RoboCop games or RoboCop movies? I feel like it was, right? I totally feel like that happened. Like all the OCP devices got taken over.
Well, since you totally feel like it happened, it must have happened. Because you feel like it happened.
RoboCop is here. Backup is needed in the main lobby.
Why do you need the OCP hijacker?
You'll find out sooner than you expect.
Can I reach the mercy?
I would find it really disturbing if Kat was actually gone and he kept talking about her making food for him like she was still there.
Leader without running into civilians.
I am the only one who can.
And she likes that. She likes that money. She ain't going nowhere. She likes that money. She likes working 15 hours a week and ordering shit off QVC and sitting around on her ass.
Stand up, by the way.
This is the day we've been waiting for. We're ready.
Ooh.
Eyes on target. RoboCop's here.
Who are you?
Don't you remember me?
All right, July 17th. All it says is PS5. Is it PS5 exclusive? Maybe I'll be playing this on my PS5 Pro then. But I mean, even then, still, you know, I played the original on Xbox, so good that it's a standalone experience. I wonder how long it'll be. I wonder what it'll cost.
Yeah, so does everybody else, you idiot.
Same day as Donkey Kong Bonanza. So it could be an interesting release day. Cool. All right.
He played RoboCop, didn't he? I don't watch a lot of his gameplay stuff.
Did I like the first RoboCop movie? Yes. Yeah, I guess it's unclear if it's a PS5 exclusive or not, huh? Dabhan says, I think it's going to sell for 25 quid, so around $34. Then we don't know. It could be lengthy, it could be short, you don't know. It's kind of middle of the road, right? Rick Grimes Dime says it's $60. What? Then it better be a full-length game. Huh.
Why? You'll complain if it takes too long.
It's on Xbox and PC as well. I'm going to play it on PC if I can, obviously. Is it on Steam right now? Can I look at it? Let me take a look if it's listed on Steam.
He did and he sucked at it. Why are we not surprised? Hello, sir? Don't fade out on me now, man. Come on. Pick up that energy. Let's get some energy. Come on.
I received a $5 tip. An anonymous tipper. Hold on one second. Let me add this to the leaderboard, see what they have to say. Let's get this counted first. Up to 22 bucks of support and climbing. Thank you all. Please, again, let's keep that momentum going. Let's keep the goals hit for the rest of the week here. So, with the GTA 6 around the corner, will you consider buying the collector's edition as a one-off special occasion? Perhaps we can get a tip goal to achieve this. It would make a great unboxing with your new camera. Oh, we don't know what it comes with, right? They haven't announced it yet. Maybe you get the PC collector's edition.
Someone donated him a PS5 Pro. Is that true, though?
We could. If you guys think that it would be something fun to do, what do you think? Should I get GTA 6 collector's edition on PC? Pay the extra insane amount of money that'll probably be like $400. Oh, that's right. It's not PC at launch. It's going to be PS5 Pro, right? Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
On PS5 and PS5 Pro and Xbox, right? Then later on, they'll release another edition. Then they'll release the PC edition. So you have to buy it 7 times. You have to buy the game 7, 8 times. That's what they always do.
I'm trying to let this run, but like just these terrible takes on these games, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, and oof, this is rough.
All right, ready for this? Let's do this now. Beats in my head.
Stop it. Stop it. Don't you ever fucking do that again. What is wrong with you?
If you have no idea what I just did, you don't know.
Acted retarded? That's what you just did.
About Street Fighter 3. And right now we're about to watch the Elena gameplay trailer. She is the final Street Fighter 6 expansion character for the season.
Be careful, suggestive themes. You might want to cover your eyes, dude. I don't know why you want to watch this.
Season 2 DLC pass. She's coming June 5th, the same day as Switch 2, one of the most boneheaded decisions ever by Capcom, but I digress. Let's see what she plays like.
Taking a life and giving life? Fighting and living? looking to fight to the death.
Is this her theme?
No, they picked someone else's random theme. Why would they show hers?
She's gonna have a lot of counter hits. She's gonna look fish for counter hits, I know. And crumples. Oh, that's the overhead.
What do you say? How about you dance with me?
The capoeira dance style fighting. A launcher into her anti-air. Yeah, see? This back, her move, step back counter hit. Was that 3 lights? I think it was. Oh, she can go under fireballs. That's cool. Oh, she has an air juggle super. They changed the properties of that from Third Strike. It looks completely different. She hands you an energy drink? Oh, God. Oh, she has her alternate outfit in Street Fighter 3.
Better not look. Be very careful.
Baited.
She's in what appears to be some sort of lingerie. You better look the other way, Philipper. You're not
So
prepared
everything
for
has
this.
a juggle property. Like, literally all her moves have juggle properties. A 2-hit overhead. So it's a hit confirm. Yeah, she can go through fireballs. So
Thought he wasn't
basically,
playing this
she can
anymore.
go under and over fireballs. So she's going to finally negate the fireball idiocy of some people online because she can go all around it, right? And it looks like basically there's a few moves that she has that create juggle state. Not just one, but it looks like there were 2 or 3 that creates juggle state. Although you're not sure how viable it is because it looks like they all used meter. All those juggles used meter. Every single one that I saw. She did have a really simple hit confirm with the lights. It looked like it was like crouching light, standing light, crouching light into move. And then she had a 2-hit overhead. So that's a hit confirm overhead. So if the first or second hit gets blocked, you know not to keep going, but you can do it safely. And if it hits, then it's a hit confirm, do your combo. Interesting.
I feel like if I go watch actual players, I don't know, they'd have more to say or energy. Yeah. I don't know why he's still.
I don't know about damage output.
I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about, but I don't play this game. But I think what's even more funny is I'm not entirely sure if he knows what he's talking about. This sounds like when someone's trying to elaborate like really heavy on a subject, but they have no idea, you know, like investment, mutual stock markets, blah, blah, you know, like they just have no idea what the fuck they're saying. But it's like, uh-oh, I have to say words now. Fireball, hit, parry, combo, pattern play.
Right? Okay. Healing. Yep, she has healing. She has a super.
He's just yapping PowerPoint style.
You saw that?
I'm sure they mean something, but I'm just not sure if he knows what they mean.
She's had a super that heals, but she has to connect first with the combo. So she does have healing, but it's not like it used to be in Street Fighter 3. In Street Fighter 3, her healing super would literally be just you knock the enemy down, heal, and you get like a chunk of your life back. Now you have to combo into it, I guess, right? Interesting. Okay,
Over-explaining to feign intelligence, yeah. Like I say, I'm not saying that they're not terms or that they're not real things, but as shitty as he plays, he can't possibly really know like what he's talking about. Or even if he does, I'm not sure that he plays well enough to execute those kinds of things.
Special edition of Street Fighter 6. It's all
Back up,
of the
Jerry, what's
DLC
happening, honey?
characters and all of Outfit 1 colors for $60. And they're selling that on June 5th. So if you don't want to be nickel and dimed by a million season passes, you can buy the basically complete edition. I do find it absolutely ludicrous. It doesn't have all the outfits and all the colors, right? If they're going to sell it for $60, it should just have everything. Because let's be honest, someone might actually just buy that even if they own the game and be like, oh, I can get every outfit in the game in every color for $60. I'll just buy it. But it's not. No matter what, if you want to get all the outfits and all the colors, you have to spend like hundreds of dollars on the game. Seriously, it's like, I think it's like, someone did the math, it's like $300 or something like that to get them all now.
He definitely read a description before playing or has skill descriptors.
But I don't know.
I wouldn't
like
be
I said,
shocked.
She seems like a character where she'll be good for getting around certain types of characters. Anyone like who throws fireballs, she can get under or over. But can she hang What is her, how are her priorities? It looks like she's a character that throws out moves for a counter hit, and then she can rush in and do a punish combo. But how viable?
Oh, I like the way you put that. He talks about fighting games the way he talks about food. He has 3 words he uses constantly, and they don't mean anything in most cases.
Will that be?
I think that's a very astute synopsis
the
there.
rushdown characters be able to just blow her out and dominate, right? That's the problem right now is the rushdown characters have such high priority that when you try to get a character who's a new character, they get beaten because their priority can't hang. So I wonder. I guess we'll have to see. Okay. All right. Elena and Street Fighter 6. There you go.
There you go.
People are asking me, am I going to get Street Fighter 6 on the Switch too? No. Why would I do that? I'd be a moron. Why in the holy hell?
Hasn't he already bought it like 3 times?
I do that. Okay.
Oh, thank God. Is that over with?
All right. Well, we covered all the stuff that I wanted to do on the show.
Oh, no. 35 minutes of a Q&A.
Today, so far.
And I have 3 minutes of
So,
skip
what would you
juice.
guys like to do? I'll let you guys direct the show. Tag me in the chat. Let's see what you want to talk about.
Let's talk about why you didn't get a Switch. Let's talk about why you didn't get a Switch too. I would love to talk about that.
Some Q&A or whatever. And let's get some support going, please, guys. Right now, we got a super chat. We got a sub. We need a membership, and we need a, excuse me. We got a super chat. We got some tips. What we need is a membership and a sub, okay?
Yeah, that was rough. I'm sorry, you guys. And when he's talking about the games, it's extremely hard for me to critique because it's not the worst stuff that he does, but it's definitely he's not excited for anything. There's no energy for anything, or he rambles on in that circle like he did. And it's like, how do you how do you,
did you see that they
do
ported
anything
Mortal
with
Kombat
that?
to the Switch? It looks horrendous. No, I didn't see that. That's funny.
Yeah, yesterday was the
Shannon
crash
Sharp
out.
allegations? Who the hell is Shannon Sharp? I don't know who that is. Who's Shannon Sharp? Can I talk about my history with ARPGs like Diablo and what one you like the most if you don't like the genre at all? If I like the genre at all. I played Diablo 1 and 2 back in the day. I was addicted to them on PC, and I used to play the hell out of them.
Can we get a financial audit? And he's at $22. He ain't doing that hot.
Late at night, grinding in the dungeons, going for rare loot and stuff like that. Very addicting. But when I went to play Diablo 3 as a YouTuber, it didn't work. People found it incredibly boring. And this is back when everything I did was popular, okay? People just found it super boring. It actually was a pretty unsuccessful playthrough of mine where people weren't really watching it. And then even Diablo 4 a couple years ago, same thing. People said it was boring and not interesting. I just don't think it translates well into a playthrough for my style and my audience. You know, they just don't really like it. I missed a new trailer from Doom. Oh, no, I didn't miss it. I just don't care about it. I'm going to play Doom the Dark Ages anyway. It's on Game Pass, and I'm going to play it on keyboard and mouse to see if my experience feels better than Doom Eternal, but I'm just not super excited for the game. I'm not. I didn't like Doom Eternal at all.
But aren't you here to deliver gaming news, whether you're excited about it or not? I guarantee people who do news every day aren't super excited for every story that they have to cover, but
so I don't think I'm going to really
they have to cover it.
Doom the Dark Ages, you know?
But he played multiplayer with Rambo and was carried on
Diablo 2. We have not had a chance to
2.
work on any new merch designs, Bookworm, so that's why I haven't talked about them or anything. What would you guys like to see for merch? You guys tell me, what would you guys like to see for merch?
Merch? What the hell are you talking about, merch? What?
Lighting theme today? Aurora Borealis. It's supposed to be the northern lights behind me today.
Oh my God, you can't say Aurora Borealis. At this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Pretty interesting.
Don't steamed hams me.
Do I like RoboCop 2? Yeah, I like RoboCop 1 and 2. I don't like 3. 3 was awful. What's my favorite FromSoft game? Tough to see.
He doesn't have favorites. Don't ask him what his favorite anything is. He scolds you and tells you he doesn't have a favorite.
You know, Dark Souls 1 is the one that started it all for me. So I still have like a special place in my heart for Dark Souls 1. Bloodborne is amazing. You know, probably one of those two. What about Smart Guys merch? I have all kinds of logos and things for Smart Guys that I could sell, but right now I don't even know if I'm continuing with Smart Guys. When am I going to return to Street Fighter 6 now that all
Aurora Regardialis.
the hard sweats went to Fatal Fury? Probably the earliest I'll play Street Fighter 6 again will be the Elena
Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers. I'm learning.
DLC. But the thing is, I'm taking a break from fighting games right now. I'm going to go back to them in May when the new Capcom collection releases that has Capcom vs. SNK 2, Street Fighter
Now I just want to go watch steamed hams.
Alpha 3 Upper, Capcom Fighting Jam, and those games. So I'll play that, and then maybe I'll go back to Street Fighter 6 in June. We'll see. I don't know. I'm really just not into it right now. I'm bored.
Trust me, so are we.
I didn't play Demon Souls.
It happens, guy.
I played Demon Souls much later. I like it, but that's why I say that, you know, Dark Souls was the one that started it all for me. No, I'm not doing WWE Champions content anymore. That got so boring within a couple of months. That's why we stopped.
I bet it's not boring to you. I bet you still play it quite often, don't you?
DSP Tries It's doing fine. It just gets views over time. If you take a look, all the DSP Tries It's that I put out recently all get 1,000 views at least. Every single one. So they're doing fine. That's the target, is around 1,000 views. If it gets bigger than that, it's usually because it's a special promotion or something. A lot of people.
We need to make some kind of, and someone's probably, some absolute like legend has probably done it already, but we need some kind of a steamed hams, but somehow get DSP in
more
there.
hype for. But yeah, they don't get it initially. It takes a little bit, like within like a week or so. Usually the DSP Tries It's get about 1,000 views.
Steamed gout is pretty funny.
Is this a new shirt? Oh no, I had this one last year, right?
You probably had all these shirts for like 80 fucking years, dude.
It's just, I used to wear it buttoned, so I would wear it like this. But now I felt like putting it on as an overshirt over a cooling undershirt.
Wow,
this is a
cool.
bamboo thread undershirt that I'm wearing. It's very cooling for the summertime. It's very nice, sleek, and aerated. It's a very nice shirt.
Nice.
Any games I'd like to see a remaster or remake of? I keep telling you this. Infamous. Infamous needs to be remade. Because
it's funny to me how PWR gets 5 times the viewers that Phil gets. What's he at right now? He's at 280. That's not too terribly bad. I also heard that PWR was able to pre-order the Switch too, so that's really fucking funny.
Infamous is a great series.
I hope he does like an unboxing
and no one
and
talks
everything.
about it anymore because they just left it alone. It died with Infamous Second Son, which didn't do so well sales-wise like they had intended, and then they just dropped the whole series, which is ridiculous. Infamous is really good. It's sad to see it go. I want it to come back.
Hello?
What's Jasper up to? He's fine. He's chilling. He's in here a few days a week. He's usually here on the podcast, and then usually he just lays on the floor.
Locked up in that room. Can't get to his food. Can't get to his litter box. Poor thing. What happened to his failing merch shop? I'm sure it's still there.
Amazon. You get everything on Amazon. Bamboo thread. I have all kinds of bamboo threaded underclothing now.
Oh, wow. So you like literally won't even go buy your own clothes. You just pick shit off of Amazon and have it sit to your house.
It's very comfortable and it all aerates beautifully. It's really good stuff. You get them all on Amazon.
That's a level of like agoraphobia and laziness that like I hardly knew existed. I just buy clothes off of Amazon so that I don't have to go anywhere. Fuck.
The views are not low on DSP Tries It. I just addressed what you just said, 2Bucktan. They're not low. The views on DSP Tries It are good. They get around 1,000 views each. They don't get it immediately, but they get about 1,000 views each. Sometimes they get more over time. It depends on what the subject matter is, but they're not doing poorly. I think
1K views on a video on 216 sub channel. I think the DSP Tries It's go over on DSP Reacts. I'm not disagreeing with you. Like it's still abysmal views. It's pretty much a sign of like a dead or dying channel, or just a channel that doesn't really get like a lot of attention paid to it. But yeah,
you're listening to some idiot and you're listening to the wrong narrative. They're not doing poorly at all. They're doing fine. Look, literally every single episode has 1,000 views.
That's not good, bro. That's not good.
Or more. Here, the British cuisine did over 2,000 views. That was
oh wow.
The meat pies. Chick-fil-A has like 990 something.
That's
okay?
nothing.
McDonald's
That's
has 1,400. Taco Time has just over 1,000. Little Caesars has over 1,200. Popeyes has over 1,000. Now I just uploaded Chipotle, so give it some time. But they're doing fine. I don't know what you're talking about. You got to stop being so negative and toxic about shit. They're doing good.
His main account
Chipotle
is
was
dead.
not good, and
yeah.
I'm probably not getting it again.
I mean, really, if you think about it, he is on DSP Gaming right now with 216-ish thousand subs, and he's got like 300 people watching him, so.
What about Infamous Second?
But it is hard, though. I will have to. I mean, it's not that this happens to every channel, because it certainly doesn't. But with every channel, what goes up inevitably, what like must come down. Even with like the really, big channels with like, millions or tens of millions or even like hundreds of millions of, subs. Things are only like popular for so long, and things are always changing, and what people want on YouTube is always different. People used to want really long videos, and there was a time where people used to want like really long intros, and now not so much. And then it kind of it changes and you have to kind of keep up with like what people want and stuff like that. But inevitably with like legacy channels and stuff like that that start to get fairly old, like, yeah, things begin to drop off. Not all of them, but even the ones that are still like really successful, there is a bit of a drop
that I think
off.
didn't resonate.
It just happens.
Well,
YouTube is extremely saturated.
A couple things, okay? Number one, the main character I feel was not as interesting as Cole McGrath. Cole McGrath was...
Oh yeah, most people who are doing YouTube would be stoked, you know, to get 1,000 views or, you know, even 1,000 subs or whatever. But for the amount of time that he's been on YouTube with that number of, you know, subscribers, for him to continue to be as active on this channel as he is, I could see if he uploaded like once a month or something like that, then yeah, you're going to get videos with like 500 views or something like that. But
was an interesting character with different levels to him, right? His backstory and stuff. With the character, I can't even remember the name of the main character from Infamous Second Son. I feel like he was way more boring. His powers weren't as interesting, right? Because remember, he could have different kinds of powers, which didn't make sense. Like, that wasn't the point. The point was that you have one kind of powers that you can level up. And I think the character's powers were, like, very variable, depending on how you played him. It was just weird. It didn't feel as good. And the story also wasn't as good. You know, the only thing that Second Son had was graphics.
Well, another thing that hurts him too is he live streams everything. And when you live stream everything, most people either show up there live or they kind of go back and watch the live stream. Now, he attempts to take them and rip them and cut them up and make them into videos. But most of the time when you're live all the time, I used to make videos and I didn't go live. And then I started going live because frankly, it's more fun to like actually talk with people and do stuff live. And I've put out a couple of videos and those videos like don't do as well as some of my like older ones because I do more live streaming now. So it kind of depends on like how you want to run the channel and what you want to do and everything. All of his content is live streamed. Everything that he does before it gets turned into a video is done on a live stream. So as far as views, he's shot himself in the foot there.
Graphics for the time were quite...
He's got to get the views right now while he's live. Because once it gets chopped up and made into a video, it's done.
Good.
That's
I remember that. But outside of that, the character wasn't as interesting, the story wasn't as well written, and I think that the powers weren't as fun.
And I honestly think a lot of the views on the videos are people going back and clipping it and stuff like that.
It was like a triple whammy. Will I slay the Ender Dragon? I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do in Minecraft, and I like not knowing. I like that factor of we play it by ear. What's my favorite book? That's a tough question. It's a really tough question. Like, the original Jurassic Park and Lost World are actually really good books. Actually, the books are better than the movies. I actually read the original Lord of the Rings books. Those are actually really good, too. I don't know. Yes, I'm going to change my background for next month. What am I going to change? Well, when we finish the Piranha Plant, the Piranha Plant will be back there, okay? I'm going to get rid of the Pac-Man lamp. I'm going to get rid of the Metroid Lego. I'm going to replace those. I'm going to have new animations here. So I'm going to mix it up like I always do.
Yeah, Raw Phil's the GOAT.
No, I'm not into watches. I feel like a
God's
watch at this
work.
point to wear a watch is just, it's a thing of luxury that you don't need.
His
And,
clip channels
you know,
make
everyone
more
has a phone that
views than
tells
he
time.
does. Oh,
so having a watch is
totally.
basically a show of like, oh, affluence. I bought a fancy watch that looks good, right? You don't need it. It doesn't really serve a purpose. So I don't have one.
Especially like the really big channels like WPIG and everything, like they crush it compared to like what Phil does. But again, there's a lot of work that goes into, you know, attempting to make this entertaining. You know what I mean?
No, I never played RuneScape at all. Don't know anything about it.
You're not like a very good gamer. He can read. Well, he enough to read the tips. Enough to read the colored bubbles and nothing more.
Yeah, I can't wait to play more Expedition 33 right now. I'm very pumped to play it again. The game looks outstanding.
It's insane to think
Davian says,
DSP has
watches these days are more
100
Fitbit type
detractor
thing, counting
channels.
your steps and calories and all that. What I have for breakfast, I had a egg white, turkey sausage, and mini ciabatta bread sandwich. So it was healthy. Like
This dude is gonna turn into a turkey.
I think it's like 250 calories and a whole bunch of protein. With a black coffee. That was my breakfast. Is there a chance I'd go back to console Minecraft and tour my old world? No. No.
I'd call him selectively illiterate. That's pretty good.
No, I don't buy the sandwiches at Costco. I buy them at the grocery store.
Oh, don't lie. Don't sit up here and lie. You're just a liar, sir.
What advice would I give to my younger self? I told you, really, the thing that killed me over the years.
Don't play mobile games. Stay away from mobile games.
Was oversharing. Telling too much of my private life and sharing too much of my private life.
Says the man who 2 days ago fucking just showed his address on stream.
Making it public. And then, you know, these nutcases turned that stuff against me and used it to hurt me many, many times. You know, it resulted in horrible things happening to me that put me into a lot of problems. So for me, if I could go back to my younger self, I'd say, listen, understand that what happens online should be kept online. And there should be a separation between your public persona online and your actual private life and who you really are. You deserve that. It shouldn't be that everything is completely shared and everything is spoiled on the internet and now everyone can use that to publicly harass you, you know, deride you, mess with you, etc. I feel like if over a decade ago, I had that information, right? To know, because back then I was like, oh, who cares what I share on the internet? No one gives a shit. None of this means anything or matters. Do you really think when I started doing that 17 years ago, I thought that 17 years later, this would be my full-time job? I would be known all across the internet as a long-time content creator? You know what I mean? Like, no, not at all. I didn't take it seriously at all. I thought the whole thing was a joke, quite frankly. So
I kind of think you still think everything is a
to
joke,
know that,
but okay.
Right? I probably would.
He regrets oversharing, but doesn't regret being regarded his entire career. He regrets oversharing, but yet it's okay. He didn't care the other day when he showed everything before this all went down. Everyone was like, bro, your address. And he was like, oh, well, people have my address. Who cares?
More safely. That's probably the one piece of advice, you know? And all right, there was one other piece of advice too.
Don't drink and don't play mobile games. I'm going to go with maybe don't play mobile games.
It's very simple. If you're going to ever do business with others, like you're going to do an ongoing show with someone else, you're going to do content with someone else, you should have a clear-cut agreement in place so everyone understands the scope of work, what's expected, how you're going to benefit from it, whether there's pay involved, whether you're going to get other benefits. It should all be done ahead of time. Because sadly, that's where I got into big problems with my old friends working on projects and things.
Oh, shots fired at John Rambo.
And then nothing was agreed to. And then years later, they reveal, oh, we were very unhappy with how that went down and everything. It's like, yeah, but you never told me.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did.
You held it in. You kept it private until only years later you let it get built up and then you exploded. And even then you still didn't tell me. You made a public video about it that you uploaded to the internet instead of telling me privately. So how would I ever have a chance to fix the things that I was doing wrong in your opinion? And the answer is I never did. So absolutely, those are the two things. Being more private, having that separation of public and private and not oversharing with the internet, and always having clear-cut understandings and agreements in place when you're working with others, so that way there can't be misunderstanding.
You shouldn't have to if you're doing it with friends. I could see if it was like somebody where you got into a business arrangement and they were like a business associate, but somebody who you were friends with before all of that, you should pay your fucking friends.
And people who have, you know,
I don't think you should necessarily have to.
You know, bad feelings later on.
That's okay. They're moving on with their life.
Owen did a $5 super chat asking, did I ever get a chance to check out Bruce Lee's grave in Seattle? Because I enjoyed your Seattle vlogs. No.
Yeah, that's true. Whatever advice he'd give himself, he wouldn't fucking listen. He thinks he knows everything.
To be honest with you, I didn't even know his grave.
Wouldn't you want to pay your friends money? Exactly. Especially when you're making fucking $250,000 a year.
It was in Seattle.
Wouldn't you want to share that with your friends?
So no, I did not check that out.
You would think you'd want to share your success.
See here? I received a $3 tip. This should be an amazing playthrough. I can tell you the combat, music, and environments of the game get better and better. The fact it's considered a discount title, but low-effort annual games are full prices backwards. Thankfully, the game...
Blah, blah, blah.
You guys fully supported Suikoden. I did a Suikoden marathon, or not marathon, a Suikoden playthrough, where every stream, we hit my goals. Why can't we also do that for the modern RPG that just came out that apparently is amazing, right?
What are you talking about, dude?
No, Zangief, that's bullshit. He goes, I think it's because people don't want to have the game spoiled. How can you have the game spoiled when I'm playing it in 2-hour segments and I'm balancing it with other games? If I was someone who was playing this game hardcore, 8 hours a day, and I was planning to beat it in like a week, then... Wow,
that dude like fucking gave you like 15 gifted subs yesterday. And now you're just like, that's bullshit, you retard.
I would
wow,
say, okay, people don't want to
okay.
be spoiled. I play at such a casual pace. I played 2.5 hours yesterday. I'm going to play another 2.5 hours today. I'm going to play another 5 hours over the next week. So within a whole week of the game being out, I've only played 10 hours.
Angry Monkey, I'm sorry. Somewhere along the way, I didn't read your $2 super chat. I am an asshole. Or else I read it and don't remember. But that's okay. I'm going to read it again anyway. I appreciate the 2. Bamboo threaded shirts. He's frivolously spending money. I know that was a long time ago, and now it doesn't make any sense. But I'm really, really sorry. That's so fucking rude.
Are way past me, so that's bullshit. It's just an excuse is what it is. It's not that at all. Trust me.
I don't know when I didn't even see that. I got a little tired. Excuse me.
Yes, I would love new fan art.
Boy, he just straight called that dude out. Like, no, that's bullshit. Like, whoa, like you're so aggressive, guy.
And Jay-Z says we should start brainstorming ideas for your new show. I'm down for that. You know, we have to.
Oh, yeah, we never talked about that new show where he was going to combine all the failures into one epic failure.
It's a good idea, a variety show where.
Oh, yeah, if that's Cucky Koala, then he just shit on Cucky Koala.
Basically, I can do all kinds of stuff. Maybe every once in a while I talk about different topics. Like.
Oh, here we go. You're not learning, are you? If you stop begging, people will want to support more.
Pro wrestling or politics or news stories. Sometimes we react to content that you guys send to me to watch. Sometimes I might have a guest call in on Discord on the show and we have a conversation about something. Yeah, it could be interesting for sure. What's up, Carlos? How you doing? Yeah, a lot of games over time have been canceled in development. It's sad. But that's life. For every
oh boy, is this just gonna fucking whimper
for every
out?
Few good games that were in development got canceled. There's 5,000 shitty games that weren't canceled and actually came out.
Ooh, this Joseph Andrew Shaw is gonna something's gonna happen to him.
Is there a special tag you need to use for sending fan art in an email? No. No, but understand that a lot of
guy is going to be answering the same questions until he dies on stream. Oh, 100%.
Gets flagged. And there's nothing I can do about that. So I may not see it.
Yeah, apparently we have time to work because we all have to work because we have to make his money to give him. But then we have infinite amount of time to watch him while he streams, quote unquote, for 8 hours a day. While we're also, I guess, trying to work at least 8 hours a day. Some folks have to work more than that. And then we need 8 hours a day to watch him. But then we also have to be playing the game as well. So we need more time for that. Silent Weapons, thanks for the 5, honey. This Walmart arc reminds me of when he showed his PS5 info on screen and someone, Nightstar Rune, took over his PS5 account, the 50-bit bitch saga. Oh, that's been a minute.
You know, I don't know what to do about that besides knowing if you sent something, I can check my spam.
I agree. Joseph gonna get his ass banned. I don't think he cares, but it's pretty funny.
Game Boy, how are you today? Welcome.
No, Phil just wants a cut of your SSI. True. Good point, Digital Melanin. Very good point. Well said.
What did I think of Fighting EX Layer? It was crap. Fighting EX Layer is a case of a game that had too many factors to it. And once people started making the custom, whatever they were called, grooves or whatever, they were broken to hell. Everyone had super armor. Everyone could attack through your attacks. It just doesn't even feel like a fighting game anymore. So it was broken. It was a broken mess. I wish that it was better.
I'd like to think Cucky Koala changed his name because he has PTSD of you calling him Cucky.
Because I like the fact that a smaller.
I highly doubt he knows I exist. But
with, say, Capcom, but it just didn't. Like, just the gameplay was not.
I'll never call him that again if he just stops giving this dude money.
Not good. Once people.
You don't have to come over here. You don't have to give me anything. You don't have to do anything. Just stop getting treated like garbage by this dude and paying. Even if you go over there for free. Okay, go over there and sit over there for free and get treated like garbage. Whatever fucking jiggles your jello, like do you, but don't be treated like shit and then cough up your money.
Started messing around with the custom stuff.
I've never quite heard of something so stupid, but I don't get down that way. I don't like to pay to be abused. Maybe that's my hot take.
Nope, I haven't seen anything on Mind's Eye yet. I don't know what that is. I thought the Street Fighter EX games were all right. They were okay. They weren't. That was the thing. Like, they were cool because they had Street Fighter characters in 3D for the first time.
I'm surprised you can actually say begging in his chat.
But they
I won't
certainly
lie.
didn't play as smoothly or competitively as.
Gonna move this along a little bit here, just a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit. Because he is just dragging this out.
We just watched the Elena gameplay trailer. You missed it. I reacted to it. Rewind a little bit on the show and you'll see me react to it. I would hope that GTA 6 is not delayed. I feel like this year, a lot of game devs are holding back because they think GTA 6 will be the dominant force in gaming for 2025. Everyone's kind of...
Comcast guy hacking his account was also legendary. Yep, that's pretty good. Yeah, there's been some pretty funny shit.
Anticipating that being...
I don't necessarily condone it. Like, that's not cool, you know, in the big scheme of things. But the thing about it is, it's like, hey, if it happens, just like the bank leaks. Like, I don't condone the bank leaks, but, like, I appreciate the information.
The big one, the bomb that's going to drop. So I think some game devs are waiting, and they're going to delay their games till, like, next year to stay out of that landscape. So I would hope it doesn't
Gameplay's never coming till he gets the 150 you owe him. I don't owe this motherfucker a damn thing. And neither does anybody else.
Do I have any hope Outer Worlds 2 will be as good as the first game? Well, if you remember in Outer Worlds 1, the lore and writing and the story elements and the dialogue choices...
Trust me, he's not hurting for my money, okay?
...were the best part of the game. The combat was repetitive and boring. It was. It just felt like an afterthought, and it was too easy. So
OIC will keep his pretty little lady of privilege here in the lifestyle that she is accustomed to living for the rest of Everdom. I don't have to do anything.
Feel the best way they could improve Outer Worlds 2 would be to have similar levels of story and dialogue and pacing and stuff like that, but to improve the combat to the point where it's engaging and fun rather than just feeling like a repetitive chore. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But if it's just more of the same, then no, I don't feel like it'll be as good as the first one.
Don't forget, according to Phil.
What badges
oh,
are there
yeah,
on
my
Kick? There's
views
the
are his views. If that's where you want to be. Toxicity, did you see the screenshots? Oh, these screenshots? I'm happy to show the screenshots. Yes, I did see them.
OG badges. The VIP badge you can get if you give 25 subs.
I'm happy to
cool
show.
Crown that you get next to your name.
And big ups to everybody who did their investigating. That is some damn fine work there.
Unique, it stands out. The OG badge I only give out during special circumstances. I don't always offer.
Special circumstances, like when I'm not making any money?
For it. Usually it'll be like a day where I want to be sure that we hit our goals, or maybe if we're rallying to try to get to an end goal, then I'll do it. But it's not every day, and right now I'm not offering it today. So.
Just like last night, how he offered it, took it,
Outer Worlds
took it back 25 minutes later, offered it again 10 minutes after that.
It's more of a linear action RPG. The difference being you could do the worlds in different orders, remember? You didn't have to do the whole game in the same order, basically. That was the difference about it.
Yeah, once OIC finds someone, like, tangible to be in love with, yeah, this shit's done like dinner. But there always does seem to be somebody. Just in the nick of time, there's always somebody who comes along.
The rumor is GTA 6 will cost $100. What are your thoughts? If it's long enough, has enough content to warrant $100, I don't care. Like, seriously, if it's a game that's fun to play, fun to watch, right? Is going to give me 60 to 80 hours of amazing content, is going to be one of my most successful playthroughs of recent times, I don't give a shit. I'll pay $100, right? If the game is just underwhelming, more of the same, repetitive garbage, then it ain't worth that, right? Congrats. Jade Van Zyl said they just platinumed Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on PS5. Great game. I really enjoyed it. It was surprisingly good. It's pretty much better than my expectations, so. Usagi Jojo, I didn't even do a Lego City Undercover playthrough. I only played it like twice. Evoker to the Face just did a $10 super chat, which I believe is our biggest one of the day. Says, I'm looking forward to more Expedition 33, Phil.
Why do you have to say that? Why do you have to say, that's our biggest super chat of the day? You didn't even read the message yet. Jesus Christ.
9 hours in myself. It's fantastic. Really a breath of fresh air. All these, the more these...
Like, he really gets a fucking tingle in his balls every time one of them little colored bubbles pops up.
Games nowadays. Yeah,
Damn.
I like that. That it seems like this game is going to be well-designed.
That's our biggest one yet. Yay. Does someone want to give $12? Does someone want to give $20? More.
Specially curated areas,
Jesus
right? Rather than a big
Christ.
open world, insane amount of
Like, you get one of the coolest fucking jobs in the world. You can sit there in your underwear, eat SpaghettiOs out of a can, and get to do this, like, really cool job, but this is the way you behave.
But it's not special, not well. I'd much rather have that. Like, for example, that was my problem with Elden Ring, is that the open world areas just didn't feel as good as the legacy dungeons. Give me way more legacy dungeons that are linear.
Yeah, kick that fucking brokey out who only gave $5, or yeah, who was it? Flatman Dent, whatever the fuck. I don't know who it was.
I'd much rather have that than open world repetitive slop.
He does. The dude just straight like fucking bricks every time the little colored bubbles pop up. Like it, and barely reads anything else. He will when he's doing the Q&A and he's like desperate for something to read out loud. But
thank you for that, by the way. Evoker to the face. We're at
yeah, you might want to say thank you.
$40 of support now, guys. Let's
give me more. Give me more.
Get some more. Let's get our first sub
there
of the day
you
over
go.
on Kick, and let's get a membership on YouTube. We don't have any subs or memberships. Kick.
There you go. Let's hear that again.
Thank you for that, by the way. Evoker to the face. We're at $40 of support now, guys. Let's get some more. Let's get.
Thanks for that. Let's get some more. You can't make this shit up.
Our first sub of the day over on Kick, and let's get a membership on YouTube. We don't have any subs or memberships. Kick has been slacking this week really badly. Like I said, we lost some 100+ subs on Kick this week because we haven't had many over there. Let's get some support over on Kick, please. Why did I stop drinking seltzer? Honestly, I just forgot to buy it one week. No lie. There was something else in that aisle that I needed, so I grabbed that, and I forgot to buy the seltzers. And my wife said to me, you didn't buy yourself any seltzers this week. I said, oh, shit. When we were unpacking, we realized it. So that week, I just drank
She wouldn't remind you at the store, almost like you were shopping alone?
Filtered water, and I realized the filtered water...
I don't know. I'm speculating because I'm bored.
Doesn't have HDMI out. See?
I think he does the dance. When someone gives him like $100, he does the dance. But other than that, no, not really.
Come on, over on Kick, let's get a gifted sub right now. Let's do it. Someone right now be the first person to step up, take control, get some recognition, and gift a sub on Kick right now. Who's going to do one sub on Kick right now?
Surprised he doesn't order the shit on Amazon.
I have never heard about that, Cade. A reverse osmosis water system.
We're just going to sit here and wait for the money now.
No. If Carlos says you can just buy an adapter, wrong. The things that you're talking about don't really work.
You're wrong, retard. You're wrong.
And stuff, they're garbage. Those adapters that are cheap. Oh, it's $10. You can play HDMI on your PS1. Lies. What happens is it completely destroys the signal. It desyncs the audio in the signal. The signal ends up being blurry and shitty. They're awful. That's why they're $10. You have
Galaxy, what's going on, honey?
to get like an advanced, really good thing to be able to do it. And they're expensive and they're complicated.
You're expensive and well, you're not complicated, but you're
PS2,
expensive.
N64, Dreamcast, Saturn, it claims it's $80. Claims there's no lag. It's called Retro Scaler 2X.
I guess we don't get to see what you're looking at. I guess maybe did you maybe temporarily learn a lesson?
Around $100. Good ones, that is. Good ones are around $100 from what I'm seeing.
I noticed that too. Great try, Jay. Anytime anyone says anything to him, I've never heard of that. I don't know about that. What's that? Oh, I haven't done that. Haven't played that. Haven't been there. Christ.
Wonder if they really work or not. I don't know. By the way, I don't have PS1 hardware either. Share the record.
Don't you want to answer if Walmart secured your Nintendo
Did I get
yet?
this shirt? The store? I don't remember what store. I told you last year, I went to a bunch of different stores. I went to like Marshall's. I went to a place called Plato's Closet, and I just went and bought designer shirts for discounted rates. You know, I probably paid $10 for this shirt, and the shirt probably retails for like $50. I just went and got everything on a big discount. Kmart still exists? I thought Kmart went out of business. Did they really?
I'm surprised no one's saying anything to him about the Switch either. Hello?
There's like one Kmart left in the whole USA. Guys, come on. So the podcast is about to end. Let's get one sub on Kick before the podcast ends right now. And let's get one membership. Let's get one membership on YouTube gifted and one gifted sub to end the podcast. Perfect ending. Then we'll have contributions in each realm.
This is
We'll
rough.
be around a third to our goal, right? Let's do it. No, I didn't get one. No, I didn't. There was no
Switch to his
sub.
band in chat. Are you just teasing me? Or like, is that, I wouldn't be surprised though. That'd be funny. Quit chewing on your fingers. Jesus Christ.
What do you mean I'm gatekeeping where I got the shirt from? I'm telling you, it was just one of these discount places where they resell designer products at a discount price because they didn't sell it at like the department store or whatever. That's where I bought most of the stuff. And then recently I went.
It is. I'm
to, like,
just going to
Kohl's,
sit here
and I
until
got a
you
bunch
give
of
me
new ones for
money.
this year. So it's a combination of stuff I bought last year and this year. That's what I'm going to be variating between.
Come
spring
on,
and summer.
you cheap broke ass retards. None of you have $5. How do you have hours of time to watch my stream, but you don't have $5 to support the content that you're freeloading? You're freeloading.
No, we're not. We're not going to get it. So I just got to end the show looking like a schlub.
Yep.
With no members and no subs.
Well, you could get
Well, that's
$100
not
for,
acceptable.
dude. You could get $1,000 right now and still be a fucking schlub. But you know,
King has been displeased today. I do want to say thanks to Zangief. I don't know if he's still here, but Zangief did a bunch of subs last night. And that was appreciated. Thank you, Zangief, for that.
see, that's
I'm
so
not going to
weird.
VR.
He did that last. I know we talked about this earlier, but he did that last night too, just randomly out of nowhere. He was like, "Oh yeah, it's a me, Ken. You gave me like so much support on my birthday. Thank you so much." Like,
Chat. Fuck VR chat. It sucks. It's shitty.
you're shitty. Like, what is this even? I wouldn't give that Yutz Monopoly money.
If I don't receive a gifted sub right now, I will disable all channel points on Kick.
What can they even do
Since
with
no
them?
one will contribute, I will withhold the perks of being a Kick chatter. I will
Are there
reverse them right
perks?
now. Crack the whip.
I'm sorry, there are perks to being over there in that? Oh my god. That's news to me.
Take that.
Well, it's good to know that if you don't get what you want, you punish people. That's a totally mature thing to do. You punish people. You take things away from them when they don't give you things that you're not entitled to. Why does he think looking like a retired grandpa on a cruise is classy? I don't necessarily think that he does.
Do I think Claire Obscure could be Game of the Year? I mean, it depends. I don't know. It depends. I mean, can it be Game of the Year at the Game Awards? No. No, I doubt it. The Game Awards are stupid as hell.
Okay.
You know what's
Because he
funny?
has a mental
What was Game of the Year
disorder.
last year? What was it? Astrobot? Oh, was it? Yeah. Astrobot?
Professional gaming streamer. What was game of the
That
year?
was game-
How did I not? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. No, I'm going back for that. I'm
what's
going
funny?
back for that
What was
face.
Game of the Year last year?
Oh, yes, please. Give me that wonderful denty flavor.
What was it? Astrobot? Oh, was it? Yeah. Astrobot?
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, it just keeps coming. I don't know which one of these I'm going to use.
That was Game of the Year 2024.
But we'll probably see it at some point. Angry Monkey, thanks for the 2, honey. VR chat, he was scolded by an 11-year-old. How sad. Mommy G, thanks for the 5, honey. I'm not a schlub. Here's $5. Sorry for withholding, queen. I appreciate your generosity. Cryptic, welcome to Unhinged. Make sure you check the, what the hell is it? The posts section. And if you haven't already grab the link for the Discord, Optimist and some other people are putting together a movie night for people.
I mean, that's how.
So make sure if anybody has an Unhinged membership, so if you got a gifted one or whatever, make sure you go to the community tab, which isn't the community tab anymore. It's now called posts, and you'll see the link for the Discord. you're welcome to join and hang out. And like I say, vote for movie night.
The Game Awards are. Right. Astrobot.
I don't know. I got a couple of good ones there. I'm pretty stoked about
It's time to end
that.
the show, everybody. Obviously, no one has anything to talk about. We're not going to get the sub.
People have plenty of. Oh, there we. I don't know. That's vaguely. I don't know. I'm going to skip that one.
Happen. I tried. I really tried. All right, everybody. Well, remember.
I begged. I really begged.
I'm not here tomorrow. All right? I return on Sunday when I'll get you all caught up with everything that I did on my day off. Any gaming news or anything going on. Obviously, I'll talk about how...
Yeah, Optimist, you might want to pimp the movie nights and the games and stuff and what's going on here while this fool ends his podcast with a whimper.
And Blueprints went today and more. Thank you all for a great streaming week. I really enjoyed it. And I will see you Sunday. Peace out. Okay. So, let's get set up for our show today, our gameplay portion, I should say, of our show today. Excuse me, that is absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry about that. It came out of nowhere. I was not expecting it.
I guess so much for that mute button.
All right, first of all, let's get the lights off. Let's put the cushion on. Let's do a cushion. The cover on. Let's do everything.
Oh, yeah, we need the chair condom now.
Here we go.
Pathetic. Someone's name in the kick chat is Phil Vester Stallone. That's pretty good. So what the hell's that Expedition 33.
Yep, okay. Excuse me. All right, cover time.
Looks like a horror movie. Nice. Like I say, you guys can check out the Discord and talk shit about Phil and get that kind of stuff together. Philipper isn't here tomorrow, but what I am going to attempt to do is get my setup worked up a little bit differently and stream, and maybe if I can get my shit together in a halfway decent way, we'll see. Maybe we can stream at some point. I'll post up and try to schedule the stream and everything, and maybe at some point I can talk with some people in Discord and figure out what we want to do, but I can't promise anything. I'd like to kind of play Schedule 1. There's some other games I'd kind of like to get into and play. We can still totally talk shit about Phil and everything while we hang out and maybe either watch other stuff or, whatever. If you are a member, Backup Jerry, if you go to the posts, it's there. The link is there for you. If I pin the Discord, what the hell was the rest of my sentence? It's there in the in the post for the Unhinged members. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do like 12 things at a time here and trying to think, and I'm silly and we can't do that. But like I say, I will be back at sometime tomorrow. We will, we'll do something. I don't know. Convince Toxie to drop by for movie night. I'm not saying I can never do a movie night, but definitely not Friday nights. I have a date. We're going out this evening, but I'll try to hang out in the Discord for a little while. It's me, Mario. Thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. And let's see here. MC Rice and Beans, thank you for becoming a member. And we will go from there. So I do invite you to sub to the channel. If you don't want to, that's totally fine, because I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do, but I hope to see you for maybe some kind of crazy shenanigans or something tomorrow. So big ups, everybody. Thank you very much. I hope to see you next time.